Podcast. I am Saint.
JP.
Mike James Jr.
Jay Stu.
Let's get this motherfucker rolling.
Hey, so let's start off with introductions. It's our first official pod. We had one a couple weeks ago. We got a little bit too turned up, so we turned it into a pilot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good material, but yeah, it was a lot of great material.
Shit happens.
But I'm going to start off with Jahari. Introduce yourself, bro. Tell us where you're from and what you claim.
My name is Jahari. I'm a Capricorn.
Likes long walks on the beach.
Capping ass cap.
Yeah.
A Capricorn. I do like long walks in the park,
Man,
the
come
nature. Jahari Palacio, Belizean descent. Grew up in Los Angeles. Spent plenty of time. Chicago is a second home. Now I'm in Austin. Came to Austin via doing music management and discovered this great city. Had a relationship blow up and had to reinvent myself, and I came here to Austin. Did that, and it's been great. What's interesting facts? Shit, I'm in sales. I have a master's degree in art, interdisciplinary art, and I had a couple little what I want to call it situations here where I was able to sell my art and show it. JJahariPalacio.com.
Hey, nice plug, bro. Nice
Shameless
plug.
plug.
Nice plug. That's what I'm talking about.
Shameless plug.
Hey, come on now. Nice plug.
Again.
Yeah.
So
Plug that again.
that's really what's the situation about me, and
That's pretty much it.
that is it.
All right. Mike,
That's what's up,
let the
man.
people know who you are, bro.
Man, Mike James Jr., man. I'm from Kansas City, Kansas. Born and raised, born and bred. I've been in Austin about 8 years, man. But all 8 years, you know what I'm saying? The first, 3? Were trash, bro.
Trash. All right.
I'm gonna just
Struggle's
be
real.
real. It was
Struggle's
trash, man, because the culture was hard. I didn't see none of the things I liked, you know what I'm saying? So I left twice to Houston. I went to Houston twice. Came
Tell us
back.
about that, man.
H-Town.
Tell us
Man,
about your
H-Town.
experience in the H, baby.
And
Southwest
hey, my
St.
man.
Leaf, Texas in the
Oh,
building. Come
H-Town.
on now.
So
Good
then I
Miami.
moved here. I moved here initially for my girlfriend at the time,
Okay.
and you know, I had to what you said.
Reinvent.
I had to reinvent,
Re-evolutionize.
Recalibrate.
Preach on, preach
recalibrate,
it.
do something different, cause that shit wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? But I came down and I made some good opportunities. I saw things that I wanted, so I was like, man, let me just do it myself, and it's been good. So we Dream Entertainment. It's a marketing and promotions company. I throw parties. I do events.
Dream Creative.
Hey, Dream Creative.
DoeEase.com.
Hey, listen, who?
What you say?
Oh, no, yeah. Creative.
You don't even know what's
I didn't know what you was talking about, dog. Hey, but yeah,
That's
Dream
hilarious.
Creative, consultant, all that shit, man. You know, I sing too. I'm an R&B nigga to the core.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey, come on.
Hey.
Hey, did y'all practice that before?
Nah. Hey, but I really sing and see. And to that, I got 2 checks this week, bro.
Hey.
Checks.
I got an
Residual.
ASCAP check and a
Like
sound
it.
exchange check
Come
out
on,
of
come
nowhere
on now.
from
Come on now.
my first album. Like I don't even do music for real, man.
Come on.
It was 40,000 pennies.
40,000
40,000.
pennies. Hey, how much is that?
I mean, he got the next podcast.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Hey, man, you know we'll work that out.
Mike
bro.
gonna be a sponsor for the
Hey,
podcast.
if you do your math right, that's about $400.
Hey, $400 can take
Nah,
you a
it wasn't.
long way.
That's what I'm
Extra
saying. That's a
$400. You
blessing.
know what I'm saying? So,
$400,
That's a
man.
blessing.
yeah, man. So yeah, that's my story. I love Austin. It's a lot of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get to all of them. So.
Straight up. Saint, tell the people about you, man.
Man, originally from Los Angeles, California.
L.A.
It's a lot of West
West
Coast in
Coast?
here. It's a
Yeah.
lot of West Coast
Yeah,
influence in here.
What was that?
I don't know.
To tell me when to go, Jordan?
Yeah, I was
Hey,
trying.
I thought he was
but
doing.
it came out.
Oh, yeah.
It came out wrong. It came out a little stupid.
It's like, wait, what?
Hey,
But,
shout out to E40. Shout out to E40.
My
But
bad.
came out here in 2004. Went to school at Houston-Tillotson University. Graduated from there. Got a job. Never left. Had some great experiences. Met some great folks, such as these fine young gentlemen here in this room. And shoot, man, just been rocking out in Austin ever since then, man. You know?
Man, tell the people what you claim, man.
Man,
Damn.
He a Capricorn. I mean, he a Kappa. He a Kappa. My man's a Capricorn.
I thought
You
it was
a
like,
Kappa.
what's up, bro?
And
What's
I'm a
up?
Cap.
Neighborhood.
How
everybody got a pass, but damn,
I'm a
I'm over
Libra.
that now.
Does that count? I'm a Libra.
Nah, man, nobody give a fuck about Libras.
Libras
bro.
always get left out, dog.
Cause nobody
We
care
balance
about
Hey,
everybody
what month
out,
is
though,
that?
man.
What month is a Libra?
That's October.
October.
You bounce
bro,
everybody
everybody
out.
know.
We the
I'm not
balancers,
into the
man.
signs,
Like, we
bro.
go to a room, we clean the room, we see what we need to be. If it's too many loud motherfuckers, we lay back. If it's too not, ain't enough loud motherfuckers, we be loud.
Hey, bro, I count for
I've
3
never
loud
seen you lay
motherfuckers.
back, bro.
Cap.
What? Stop it.
Cap. I call
I'm
cap.
always laid back.
Big cat,
big
bro.
cat.
What?
Beanie cat.
I like that.
Yo.
I like that. That was cute, bro.
Let me
I've
ask you
never
a question
seen
though.
Mike Lay
This
back.
is a random question. I'm not trying to clown. What's Houston Tillison's? What's their mascot?
Their mascot is a ram.
A ram.
Oh,
Okay.
Great question.
I'm just curious. All right.
Hey, you
It's
know
a diamond
what's-
in the rough though, because like I mean, the crazy part about it is Houston Tillison's been around before UT, but UT just got
UT.
bigger because it's a public institution,
sure.
while HT is a private.
All right, here we go.
Tell us your story.
All right, so my name's Jay Stu. I'm gonna keep it short and simple.
You from Southwest A-Leaf?
I'm
Texas?
Southwest A-Leaf, Texas.
Okay, we got that part down.
I went to high school at Pearland High School. I'm a dope nigga. That's all I got.
Hey.
I'm dope. I've lived about 5 different lives. I'm 30, but I'm really like 55. I've got a lot of
Tell me
like,
about a couple of your lives,
bro, I
man.
got too much life experience to be 30, bro. I'm overqualified to be 30, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm overqualified.
You a little young, bro. You a
I'm
little young.
bold at 30. That tells you, it tells you how much life experience I got, bro. But nah, hey, I'm here. I love the city. I'm here to make a difference for the city. Everywhere I've been, I've tried to shake it up a little bit, and I'm here to stay for a little bit. Hopefully, I'm here to stay for a while. But y'all gonna see this face. Y'all gonna see our faces. We here to plant the flag and get the bag.
Amen.
So
Hey, I like
Flag
that,
and
boy.
get the
Hey, you know,
bag.
hey,
Was that
that-
impromptu or did you practice that?
I didn't practice that, but I thought of
Hey,
it
that's
on the
that
way here.
freestyling.
Flag,
I'm a
flag,
freestyle
get the
king. Y'all
bag.
spit freestyle for the
Nah,
people?
boy.
Not right now.
Hey,
Not
hey,
right
hey,
now.
Let's
Not right now.
say that.
Hey,
We,
so
we
say
do
that.
need everybody 16 one day.
At once, I
Nah,
dead
I
ass.
ain't
We
doing
dead
that.
ass.
I got mad
I'm willing to give
16.
a 16 a show.
I'm the worst rapper freestyler ever, bro.
But you're an artist. So that doesn't
But I
make-
sing
He's
good,
an R&B.
R&B, you ain't gotta. You
Just
can
sing it,
freestyle
man.
R&B. That's
Exactly.
easy.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Rapping, nigga,
Hey,
yo,
so-
I can't do that.
So I'm from Houston, and like growing up, we used to freestyle at the table, at the lunch table.
Like the clips.
Somebody
with
get
the,
a
with the, yeah,
oh
hell
boom,
yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
That's the classic. That's the most classic lunch table beat.
Hey, so was you the beatboxer back?
Nah, hey fam, no, hey. What I used to do, cause
I used to beatbox though, but go ahead.
Word?
Oh, we believe it.
Yeah,
Just tell us
yeah.
about your beatboxing career.
Oh nah, man, that shit. It was before I really started smoking weed, and then my lung capacity kind of went down. But yeah, beatbox was fun. Though. I love
Beatboxing
it.
when it first came out, huh?
We trying to sound
With
old as fuck,
Jazzy
man?
Jazz and all them
saying,
cats.
man.
DJ Ski,
Oakland Rock.
Westside Hype.
I ain't
Seasoned
judging you,
vet
bro.
right
I'm just
there.
saying,
Seasoned
You
man.
said
vet.
when it first started, my nigga. You know
Yeah,
beatbox.
yeah, exactly. No, that,
You, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
What did you try to say, bro?
Maybe I don't know my history, so it's older than you.
oh man, that's fun.
No,
that is fun.
I'm not. I'm just asking. I
Yes.
don't know hip hop history like that.
But you be listening to all the rap. You know what though? Can I say something?
Yeah.
As a world travel gentleman, probably
Savant.
probably more travel than you fellas. But no shade.
Oh, I don't know, bro.
But
That's
you
a
know,
lot
let me
of
tell you
guys
some
might
real
be
shit.
able to catch
Well, yeah, it was hella shade in
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Hella shade.
Cause fuck y'all.
Yeah.
But it's funny how people all over the world respect hip hop so much that they know the history of it.
Mm.
I remember one time, man, I went to we had this show. We had got booked to go do 10 dates in Europe, and this white chick, man, we went to this club in Berlin,
Okay.
and this
Hey,
white,
they get down in Berlin.
oh yeah, for
Get
sure, it's
down
in
in Berlin.
Metropolis. This white chick, she was unpacking vinyl, for a DJ show, and I was like, yo, this shit gonna be mad corny. You know what I mean? She was about 21, 22. She played everything from Too Short to Wu-Tang
Word.
to
In
Pac
Berlin?
in Berlin. And I came up to her later on after the show. I said, sweetheart, let me tell you something. I judge the shit out of you when I say you unpacking your crates. I said, I'm from the States, of course, as you could tell. But I had one of the best hip-hop moments here in Berlin listening to your young ass DJ. And she was mad grateful. She was like, yo, they just love the culture out there. And they do the history. And I taught shorties before,
Dope.
and shorties that love rap. I was like, do you know anything about Kool Herc? Do you know anything about, I was a teacher too, if you could believe it or not.
Now I believe it, bro. You have a teacher's energy,
Thank
bro.
you, man.
You
Thank
do.
you. Thank you.
You do.
But
that.
just it's crazy how we could be into something and we don't curate our culture. We talk about jazz. If you go to any jazz club nowadays, especially here in Austin, you're not gonna see any black faces.
Nah, man.
We don't know.
Too.
Yeah,
We started it. What? Hey, shout out to Duke Ellington.
man, shout out, it's a great jazz
Straight up.
documentary. I love documentaries on PBS. It's like maybe like about 12 hours, but it's just so interesting about where it came from, how people was getting raided. Did you watch that Billie Holiday documentary?
I watched the movie.
The movie about her getting
Yeah,
prosecuted
yeah,
by the
yeah.
FBI?
Yeah.
I didn't watch
Oh,
it.
I did see that, bro.
Yeah,
That's
that was
crazy.
Insane
That
for
was
singing a
crazy.
song they gave up. So anyway, I'm sorry, man, to kind of hijack the whole shit.
Oh
but
man, you good?
yeah,
good.
this
Cook.
shit's just wild. It's wild, man. How we have a culture, man, and we don't really, So anyway, I said the long way around. Fuck you for saying that.
Damn,
Hey,
you
my
long,
nigga
around
took- my nigga
when
took the
Levi
long
started.
way,
you
man.
long-winded as hell, boy.
He took 35.
Got the long wind.
Hey,
My edible
Nigga-
kicked in.
nigga take long
Oh
ass
hell
stories.
no.
bro, that's
2 minutes worth of context.
No.
30 minutes.
Nah,
stories.
all
Right,
that
he
shit was
trying to
fact
get on
filled.
here.
Fact
Hey,
filled.
but that says a lot about our influence.
Oh, yeah,
a
it's
black
real.
Yeah,
influence.
absolutely.
It's real.
We influence everything, but
It's
we
real.
have no power at the leadership's position. For instance, you take the NFL. I hate the fact that we have all the influence. All the NFL is what, 60-70% black.
But
Not one.
But you
not
understand why, though,
one
right?
black owner, fam.
that's a good old boy.
Influence.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Crazy influence.
Ownership, man. Ownership. You can have all the money in the world, and still, it's deep. They gotta let you in. They gotta vote you in.
Wasn't Diddy and was it Diddy and Jay-Z trying to
They were trying, and
the Panthers or something like
I
that?
got to do more research on this, but it seems like it didn't happen because
Nah,
I'm not
it
there.
didn't.
I got to do a little bit
Panthers-
more research, but
Yeah.
it didn't
Either the
happen.
Panthers or the Jaguars are owned by Indian.
They are.
brother.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to
Yeah.
them. Shout out to
Yeah,
them.
absolutely.
Shout out to
Yeah,
them. I don't want to
absolutely.
get too far off in that, but shout out
Yeah,
to
for
them.
sure.
And but we need some African Americans in their leadership.
And we also need some air conditioning in this bitch because I
Hey.
feel warm.
It's all good, man. Hey, we some heavy set brothers.
Hey, you did put the two biggest ones on the same side and shit.
That was
wow.
your decision. You
Sorry,
better
yeah.
Hey man, I
change
like
that
sitting
up.
in this couch, man. It's
Yeah.
like,
Nah, that's a dope couch.
Tuscan leather.
Tuscan leather. That's Huskin leather.
all right,
fellas.
that's cute.
All right, fellas, let's get the Huskin leather. I was talking about the couch.
Yeah, but it's all.
Nah,
Hey, it was
yeah,
good. That was a good one.
good,
That was
Hey,
good.
hey, my
That was good.
fault, my fault. I'm a little husky too.
Hey,
I ain't girthy, but I'm husky. Hey, I'm swole.
Hey man, we gotta retire that
Man,
word, bro.
How you don't retire when you the
First of all,
champion of
hey,
girth?
hey, the people
Cuz.
love the fact that you called them girthy. The
Dog.
people loved it.
That
bro.
shit was
Hey,
hella. That shit was funny.
that
was
just
funny.
I'm
funny
never
as
gonna be able to get away from
Funny,
that.
but
Hey, unless you stop being girthy.
Hey,
Well, it
hey,
looks like
hey,
I'm in the
hey,
gym
you
now.
coming to the gym with me, bro?
I
Hey,
got
I'm
it.
coming
Let's
with
do
y'all
it.
too.
Come
brother.
on, bro. We
I'm
gotta
losing
get healthy
my
together.
girth this
Y'all
month.
gonna
I
be
would
eating
love that.
broccoli
Hey, no.
with no seasoning.
Hey, fuck this nigga. No, we ain't going to the gym together.
right, he's like, I'm in my 30
Dirty, yeah, fuck
him,
you.
man.
Hey,
And no photo cred, nigga. Hey,
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 bro.
fuck you.
Hey,
No.
I did.
No.
I did say, man, I appreciate the motherfucking photo. I just deleted the shit because you was talking shit at the meeting, nigga.
Cap.
Hey, so
Cap.
toxic versus petty, that's petty.
Hey, that is petty. as fuck. That is
Bro,
petty.
so I was
was.
scrolling on Facebook, bro, and I seen Mike. I said, man, Mike look like a bad bitch, bro. That nigga's fine.
less.
Hey, man, listen, bro.
Say less.
Hey, man, you don't know what I had to go through to get to lose 6
Straight up.
man sizes, dog.
6?
Six.
Yo,
Well, I guess that's
congrat-
3. 44, they going 2.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
Congrats.
I was a 44 this time last year,
So where
bro.
you get your crack rock
Bro, that's
from?
Nigga, I ain't gonna say no names.
Hey,
Hey,
What
but
you sell there, brother? You don't sell nothing.
Allegedly.
Right.
Hey, but
Allegedly.
COVID, man, COVID added about 40 pounds on a lot of people. out
Unless you
here.
have
Hey,
COVID.
Unless you had COVID. Hey, when you get COVID, you lose weight quick. I think I had it like.
Oh, he said I had it.
Yeah.
When I said
Shut it
it
down,
down,
brother.
Bro, no
He's
lie.
called
You had that
Pause.
shit, man. It's
I know.
okay.
I know this is not responsible.
You had that
bro.
germ?
20 million motherfuckers
Hey,
had
that
it.
germ?
Hey, when COVID first started, shit, it's over. It's been about a year now. Hey,
Look at
whatever.
Right.
Put his mask on.
Right.
Hey, when
Damn.
COVID first started, bro, so I go out to the domain. This is when they first opened the domain
That's
back up, like the
crazy.
very
Oh, so you're a
first
super
time.
spreader. You're a
That's
super
Oh,
Oh,
bro,
spreader.
I was out there
bro.
with my rugby homies, and they be out there. Oh, by
Oh,
the
you
way,
was out there with the
I play
white guys?
rugby for the Austin Huns. Shout out to the Huns.
That's crazy.
We out there. We out there chugging. I mean, we going hard, bro. By the end, I got home like around 4:00 in the morning. and I can feel the symptoms.
Oh,
like my
God.
throat was hurting, my whole body was hurting. So I'm like, damn, I got COVID. So I was like, I'm hey, you weak.
Can't nothing get past y'all, boy.
Pause.
He said it so
My throat was
subtly,
hurting.
though.
Oh,
He whispered
man,
the
he
shit.
got me. You got me. You got me. It's all good,
Y'all
though.
funny, man.
It's all good, though.
That's
Hey,
hilarious.
but so I get home and I'm like, damn, I know I got COVID now. So what I
Damn.
do is I go to HEB early in the morning. I had like a whole like bodysuit on, my face covered, everything, like literally. So I go in and I buy groceries for about 2 weeks and just sat in the crib. Literally sat in the crib, bro. I thought I was gonna die by like day 5. No lie, I lost about 15 pounds, bro. I looked in the mirror, nigga was looking like ET in that bitch, like. I was like, yo.
When I had COVID light, man. I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? I had the budget version of COVID,
They
man.
say the budget.
I was
version.
only ill
I'm
for
trying
like
to
a
get budget
day.
as a sponsor.
When was it? When did you get it?
I want to say it was like the first week of February.
This year. You
I'm
got
still,
it
yeah, I'm
year.
still, yeah.
This year?
Damn.
Yeah,
Or last year?
No, I had a COVID 21. I had the COVID
Yo,
21.
and you ain't tell
Shit.
no.
Nigga,
Well, that's what
God,
it's
y'all
doing. Like, hey, everybody on Facebook. By the way,
Well, you
stay
telling
away from me.
motherfuckers now on the podcast. I ain't telling y'all niggas nothing. If I had it,
Hey, this nigga had COVID too.
You think I had that
Podcast
shit?
don't
Hey,
know.
bro,
He had
COVID
that
like
shit.
an STD though, bro.
Man,
like
nah.
you ain't telling nobody you got an STD.
I'm gonna tell you how I know how this motherfucker got it.
I get it.
Hey, we ain't saying no names, but one of the motherfucking clubs at the goddamn domain gave me that shit.
I'm flu.
Wow, that's racist as hell. You can't
I mean kung fu. I was saying no. I wasn't saying to be racist.
Hey, that's
I was
funny,
saying that's
though.
where he got it from.
Hey,
Yeah.
I think I knew when and where I got that motherfucker.
Hey, you did
too,
because
bro.
you sent out that text. Everybody in the text was like, hey, God bless and all that. But then we started cracking jokes. Like, I feel like immediately after. Bro, how you get COVID?
But see, all y'all left
Because we
and
wanted to know. No, we wanted to know. We
I
wanted to know.
know.
We
I
was
I
there.
balled out, and he wanted to kick it.
bro, I want to get them extra drinks, and I got that extra COVID, my nigga.
Ooh.
And you know, shit happens, bro.
Self.
We good though, man.
Greedy.
I made it through. We all
You
made
did.
it through. We here, man. A lot
Man,
of people
God
didn't
bless.
make it. You know, rest up.
For real,
rest easy.
rest easy,
Get
man.
the
Bless up
motherfucking
to the-
vaccine, but we ain't making this no COVID episode though, nigga.
Hey, bro,
Yeah, man.
speaking of, bro, before we move on to our topics, bro, I had a partner die a couple days ago.
Rest
His
in
name
peace.
Roland DeLuna, man. We
Rest
love
well.
you.
Rest
he
well.
was a
Yeah.
solid
Peace.
guy, man. Every time I got around, I met him in high school, but every time I was around him, he had good energy. He left behind his daughter and his wife. Hey, shout out to y'all. God bless y'all. God
RIP.
keep y'all. Man, he was a good dude, man. I ain't gonna lie, I had a moment today thinking about him, man. I was thinking about like a bunch of guys that I grew up with that's no longer here.
Yeah,
And I thought
yeah.
about from me being about 21, I've seen 2 to 3, maybe 4 a year die.
Sheesh.
Men die.
Oh, I get it, bro.
Bro, it's crazy. And
Oh, speaking of which, let's RIP Nipsey Hussle.
man,
Oh,
neighborhood
shit,
Nip.
Two
Come on.
years
Bless
ago.
up.
Bless
Bless up to Nip.
Yeah, so we
That
wanna,
shit hurt,
we wanna
bro.
Definitely get
And
it.
Sean Taylor, bro, I think today is his anniversary where he got killed, man. Sean Taylor was a
That
big-
one hurt me too.
That
bro.
man, I cried.
I looked up to Sean Taylor because he was in the league when I was playing in college.
So he was in Washington, right?
He was in Washington,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I catered my game after him, bro. I played safety, bro. I was a really good safety. In high school, I got a bunch of concussions in college, but he was really one of my idols, him and Bob Sanders. Bob Sanders, for obvious reasons, he about 5'9", 220. I'm about 5'9", 220. And
Bob Sanders played for a coach.
he played
Yeah,
for the
for the
Colts.
Colts.
Hey,
Alright.
Bob
I used to
Sanders
love
was a
Bob.
monster.
I used to love Bob, bro.
Monster.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God,
Hey, he
was a
hitting
monster.
anything moving,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Bro,
Yes, sir. I remember that.
Bro, he was an assassin. But RIP to my boy Luna, man. We love you. We care about you, bro, and your family. Hey, I pray the best for y'all. But let's get on to
Salute,
these
salute,
topics.
salute.
So, first topic is, are you toxic? Now, I got a twofold question for the group. From a scale of 1 to 10, how toxic are you versus how petty are you?
Ooh,
And-
ratio question.
And tell us why. We're going to start with my boy Saint. What's your toxic score and your petty score, and why?
Toxic score. What? Well, first off, your score is higher than mine. Let's be clear.
Oh no!
Because he's a bully, guys. Everybody,
No,
he's
man.
a bully.
He's a
Hey,
bully.
you're not a bully. Have you seen me smack anybody?
Yes,
Yo.
actually.
Who have you
I'm
seen
a-
me? I'm about to say. Was I
don't
drunk?
wanna-
Was I on my
I don't
body?
want to
But go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
a few
Toxic
guys that
score.
almost got smacked. Now I'm
That might be a
Anyway,
fact.
toxic score. I probably give myself an even 7. An even 7.
bro. We gonna use Kevin Samuels rules. You
Yeah,
can't
you can't say
bro.
7.
We
I did
can't-
not know 7 was a number that people go to
Bro.
be safe. Like that's a
It's
safe.
average.
It's
It's above
average.
average.
It's above
It's above
average.
average,
It's
but it's
not
not.
perfect.
It's
Yeah.
above
So
average,
it's
but
not
it's
a
not.
sweet spot?
It's a sweet
Yeah,
spot.
it's sweet
Yeah.
I did not know people did that.
Absolutely,
Like
absolutely.
7 is safe.
I say okay.
It's not a
I'll
6.
give you. I'll give you the 8. I'll give you the 8.
Mm.
As far as petty level, I'm probably at an 8 too.
Oh, so
Hey,
not-
you're
I'm
pretty,
not-
you're pretty
yeah.
fucked up,
So
G.
eight-
Hey,
number.
hey, hey.
8 is a
hey,
high
fuck
ass
you
number,
too.
bro.
Hey, that's high.
Any women in the
fine,
chat that
yeah,
can
you-
vouch for this, please do.
I would love some feedback.
8 petty?
Yeah, absolutely. Photo cred, absolutely, 1000%.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
you've been on
that's
it.
petty.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
you
it's
could've
kind
let
of
that
petty,
one
but it's
ride.
not,
You could've
man.
let that one ride.
Petty. You say you have to define toxicity and pettiness.
Thank you. That's what I was
Because
gonna
it's
say.
little shit I'm petty about, right?
What are you
But it's
petty
not.
about?
It's not. It's nothing that's gonna make me lose sleep over.
Okay.
Okay, what's your score then?
There's been some things where I've been petty and been like, yeah, I'm gonna lose sleep over this. To be petty, I'm not gonna lie and fake the
I don't
phone.
lose
Where it's
sleep
gonna
over shit.
affect your sleep.
Well, I
That's
got a nice
petty.
new bed, so it really doesn't affect my sleep. It takes like 7
okay.
minutes.
New
I
bed.
get
it.
Where you
But
get the bed
When
from?
you was on an air mattress and shit.
Yeah,
you know
one
what I'm saying?
hour, 1 hour. It was struggle bus.
Hey,
It was struggle bus.
I think
It was
everybody
struggle.
in here been on the air mattress.
Facts.
It was struggle.
Yeah, bro. It be like
Straight
that,
up.
bro.
It was a
It be
struggle.
like that
Facts, facts.
sometimes,
But
man.
we got money now. We good.
Yeah.
We
We
good.
straight.
Ah.
Hey, shout out to the stimulus.
Man, I can't get
Hey,
no
and the
stimulus, man. I
taxes,
ain't got
boy.
no
Damn,
stimulus,
man, what? I ain't even did my taxes.
Hey, boy, I couldn't wait to claim my daughter, dog. I was looking forward to this, bro. Claim my baby.
Did you
ain't
split
got
it
all
up though? Did you divvy it up?
I'm paying the bills, bro.
Toxic.
Hey,
Is that
Toxic.
hey, we about to
fuck.
get to Mike on toxic, but
Is that
Jahar,
toxic?
What's up? All right,
Okay.
talk to me.
what's your score, bro? Give us a. I think Jahar gonna bring balance to this, bro. I think he gonna bring.
Well,
balance to this.
toxicity, man. It's certain things, man. I feel that I'm very good at, but I would say by toxic level, it's less than what it used to be. I give myself a solid 6, 5 or 6, man. Fuck you.
This
What
nigga
you
is
doing,
lying. Hey,
man?
look, listen. I
Mike,
want
what
everybody
would
to
you
look
give
at.
him. What would you give him?
Hold
What
on.
would
This
you give him?
nigga is lying. This
Hold on.
nigga is
Oh,
lying.
okay.
Oh,
A
bruh.
6?
Why am I so toxic?
Stop it, Jahar.
Exactly.
Come on, this capping ass Capricorn.
Hey,
Happy
man,
man.
what are you talking about,
Jahar,
man?
we all agreed to do the podcast and be completely honest, nigga.
This nigga's being
I'm
completely
judging
capped.
myself now.
Hey, come on, bro. You know, and me, I'm judging you now. And you
Mike,
my nigga, and
Mike,
you know
All right,
I
okay.
know.
Let's do this. Out of everybody in the room, I'm the least toxic of y'all.
Well, come
That
on.
is big cap.
bro. That's a,
This
That's a lie, bro.
I think
That
I might be the
bro,
toxic.
that is-
I might be.
bro.
I might be the
nigga's
most
lying.
toxic.
If I had to rank it, bro, I'm gonna say Mike is probably the most toxic.
I might be the most toxic.
You
bro.
a close second, bro. I'm gonna say you're a close second
I agree
because
with that.
because here's
I
why,
agree
bro.
with that.
I agree with that.
Wait, I don't know if I like this righteousness coming from this
Hey,
side of the room.
Hey, no, I'm more petty than toxic.
Oh, what's your petty number then?
Okay, I'll give my number.
Yeah.
All right. I'm low level toxic. I'm gonna say a 4 toxic. But petty, I'm off the Richter scale.
Yeah, God
There's
damn.
no, there's 10 is not good enough. I'm gonna say
Damn, bro.
if 10's the max, I'm gonna say 15 because I'm a petty nigga, bro.
What's your horoscope?
My horoscope? I'm a Sagittarius. I don't even know what the hell that
Sex?
means.
I don't either.
I don't even. I'm born December 7th. I don't know what that means. I just know that when it comes to pettiness, bro, I'm extremely petty.
Oh man,
Matter- I'll give you a story how petty this is, bro. I'll give you a story. So I'm in high school at the time, bro, and the girl I was with in high school, I was with her all through high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
I found out she was kind of talking to a nigga. I didn't know.
Hold on, is this dick breath?
No, it's not Dick.
Okay, all right. I want to know.
Dick Bird
No,
was
I
a
did
jump
have a
off.
question.
Yeah, I
Hey,
just
Dick
wanna
Bird
know.
was a
Just
jump
wanna
off.
know.
I was about to ask
Just
the
wanted to
question.
know.
Hey,
Was
she
it
was
dick
a
breath?
jump off.
yes,
Matter of fact-
yes,
All
the
right,
timing, bro.
Yeah,
Matter of fact,
The heart has
the
impeccable
comedic timing
timing.
Matter of
is-
fact,
I'm
is-
she's
telling
a
you.
self-proclaimed jump off. She's a
Oh.
self-proclaimed, and that's okay. Ain't no
Dick
wrong.
breath,
She's a self-proclaimed jump off.
I met a couple of those,
Matter of fact,
bro.
she
Yeah.
she would tell you, "Hey,
Sex positive. She's
I'm a
sex
jump
positive.
off, jump
Sex
off.
positive.
But
I'm a
sex
jump off."
positivity can be. Go ahead, bro. Let's talk. We gonna get
That's
into
definitely toxic.
So I found out
Can
she was
be.
talking to a dude, right? So what I did was I found out she was talking to a dude. I said, "I'm gonna up you one. I'm a times you by 4." So I started talking like 4 different chicks at one time, bro, because I didn't know the severity. So I just went all the way with it. I mean, I cared about her at the time, but hey, you talked to 1, I talked to 4. Who's wrong?
How did that work out?
Man,
Well, he not
All
with her today, so
I'm not with her today, but I'm gonna tell you this story, bro. Rock with me for a little bit. It's about a minute or 2, but y'all gonna see where I'm headed.
I know where you're going because I know about it, but go ahead.
So
I think I do.
So this might be my junior year. Matter of fact, we rolling 3 years thick.
This is high school.
High school.
Okay, for sure.
Bro, my pettiness runs deep. I think it comes from generation. I think it's about 5 generations of petty niggas that led up to this, bro. I'm dead. No lie, bro.
Genetics.
I saw her
Petty
talking,
genetics.
It's in my
Petty's in your
DNA, bro. My
That's
mama
hilarious.
petty, bro. It's pettiness all over my family, bro. But toxicity, it's a little low. But now I think my score is a little higher. That's how I'm talking.
Yeah, you
But
sound a little toxic there.
this is about to get real toxic. So, old girl, we together, and my homeboy hit me up. So, matter of fact, let me back up. We had track practice. So I got track practice. I'm coming in, I'm changing, and my homeboy come on. He's like, "Hey, Stu, your girl's outside. Girls, plural." I'm like, "Whoa, hold on." Girls, plural.
exactly. Where
I thought you were saying your girl is outside.
Yeah,
no.
one.
But
Yeah,
I heard
girls.
the S, and I was like, "Hey, what you mean by girls, bro?" He was like, "Your girl," and I'm gonna give her a name. I'm gonna say her name is Kim.
Okay.
Her name is Kim, and Kim outside. I was like, "How you know about that?" I thought nobody knew about this. So what ended up happening was they have a mutual friend, and they end up talking, and they waited for me after track practice outside the door.
To
The
confront
ops
you.
is out.
The
ops
ops,
is
bro.
out,
The ops
bro.
are heavy.
Wee.
Bro. The ops are
Wow.
heavy at this point.
ops
So
are
I'm
out,
sitting there. I
guys.
go tell my homeboy Charles. He wanted the twins. His name Chris and Charles. Hey, shout out to Chris and Charles. Dope. They from New Orleans. They
Okay.
came down for Katrina.
Okay.
Great good ball players. So what ended up happening was this. They outside. Charles confirmed. I said, "Damn, I don't know. I was gonna sneak out the back door." So I was like, "Nah, I gotta face this head on." So what I ended up doing was this. I was like, you know what? I got dressed real slow. They still there. So then I walk outside,
Boy
open
said I
the
gotta
door.
buy some time. Figure
Buy-
this out.
Bro, no lie. No lie. I open the door, and it's them 2 front and center with like 30 people behind.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow.
30. Like
Verizon man.
spectators. Like this is like it's full of people at this
Nigga said,
point,
"You
bro.
hear me now?"
I'm like, yo, what is happening here? So what ended up happening was this. I opened the door and they like, "So what's up?" I'm like, I look at them and I just started laughing because I didn't know what else to say. I laugh. And they just going off. I'm letting them cook. They like, "Fuck you." Blah, 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 blah. So I was like, "Hey, can we step outside real quick and talk?" I ain't know what to say. So we go outside and talk. Long story short, we started talking, and old girl, the other girl, not Kim, not my girl, not the girl at the time, she say, "So fuck it. Who you gonna pick?"
Oh god.
Oh my god.
I was like, "Ooh."
I'll be like, I'm about to
Jeez.
pick this 3-way.
Exactly.
Poly.
It's no way. It's
Wait a
happening,
minute. And
bro.
your toxic level is only 6?
Yeah, 3-way, wait, hold on. 3-ways.
This
why-
conversation, your toxic level is only 6.
In high school.
Polygamy
Pulling a
is
three-way,
toxic.
Bro. That's genius. That is genius.
3-way, man. Come on,
So-
we'll get back to that.
Yeah, exactly. We will. We
So I
will.
got
Maybe not
about
even
30
this
seconds
podcast.
left on the story.
toxic level on the pod.
So old girl Kim said, "Hey."
He
Old girl
did say
Kim-
it just like that. Go ahead, bro.
Old girl Kim was like, "Yeah, who you picking?" So she a hood chick. I mean, she a hood. She hood.
Like hood, like I'll
Like,
fight
like,
you.
hood- like, bro, she's a fighter. Like no other. Like no other.
That sound kind of creepy, my nigga.
So
I'm a fighter.
She's a fighter like no other.
I want to see where this story's going.
No, me too. I'm intrigued.
So who y'all think I picked? Real shit.
Kim.
My girl or Kim?
Kim.
Y'all think I picked Kim?
Kim was a little more toxic. What it sound like? So you probably pick Kim.
Damn,
So that poem was probably bomb.
bro.
Man,
so-
facts. Boy, we about to get into it,
Yeah.
brother. We about
So-
to get into it.
So I knew my girl was gonna always come back. So I picked Kim at the moment. But I had a lot of explaining to do afterwards.
Absolutely.
And my girl walked off at the time. She walked off crying. She was like, "Fuck you, you motherfucker." fuck are you? And I was like, all right, bitch, you'll be back. So what ended up happening was
That's
this.
toxic.
That's very toxic,
But
bro.
the reason why is because I saw her talking to another nigga in the hallway, and it looked like they was vibing. So I started talking to Kim.
She might have been like, "Are you playing clarinet this band season?"
Nah,
You know what
nah.
I'm
She
saying?
ain't
You
no
know.
asking about the other clarinet, bruh. The other clarinet. She was asking. So I started talking to her simply
Hey, yo.
because I saw her like I know the look because I was with her for 3 years. She looked at him like she looked at me. So I was like, shit, the floodgates are open.
Nah, I understand that look.
So I'm petty. I don't know if it.
But you was young though. When you young,
That's true.
so I'm gonna tell you my petty level. I've grown up a lot. My ex-wife, you know what I'm saying? She's done a lot. Like where I could have put her on blast. Could have put her on blast with my children. Like she tried to put me on blast. She tried to put me on blast on motherfucking Facebook with my family. It's so many different things. It's hot as fucking here, right?
Hey, make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah. Waya Podcast.
Hey, that is-
WAYA Podcast on YouTube. IG, what is it?
Way a podcast.
Waya Podcast on
Facebook and
IG.
Instagram.
Yeah, but so my petty level, because I think that petty is a trait. It's kind of weak and it's kind of learned. We learn that shit. We learn, But I think women
1000%.
have, they fight dirty. Like you can get in a fight with a woman, you be like, yo, what's up with the fucking dishes? And she'd be like, well, that's why your mother didn't love you.
Hey, that's
true.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
fact.
It's,
Women
so
do fight
the
dirty.
petty,
Fact.
like that's more petty than toxic is because how they fight is they want to cut you deep, you
Yeah.
know. And so my toxic level, I think that comes from a place, or toxicity comes from a place where either you're hurt, you haven't healed from it, or you feel like doing to others before they're doing to you, or you feel. So I feel like toxicity comes from a learned place. And I think that pettiness kind of comes from a place where we got to grow out of.
Mike sounds like
I wouldn't
I
even
had
gotta
an
say, Mike,
opinion
you know,
on
right.
that one. Yeah, let's hear it.
Man,
Ain't right
look,
with
So let's really break this shit the fuck down if we gonna talk about this shit, man. So we gotta understand where toxicity is derived from. As men,
Let's define it.
we have all, I would say, reinforced the patriarchy. Understand the
Absolutely.
toxic masculinity and us being the hunters and us being the brawn and the testosterone in life has come with its qualities, let's say.
For sure.
So understand, we gonna have these motherfucking qualities, and you just gonna have to motherfucking deal with them, and you gotta know what you done did, and you know what you get yourself out of, essentially. So, bro, I don't even wanna go there with this shit. I think
Nah,
Why
go
not,
there,
man?
bro.
What the fuck, man?
Hey, it's
Who the
good
fuck
for
are you
ratings.
again?
I'm just
Exactly.
saying.
Good
Yeah,
for
who are
ratings.
you?
Hey, we trying to get 1,000 subscribers.
So I'ma say this.
We want to
With
know. We
one
want to
day.
know. We
I'ma
want
say-
to
We need a
I'ma
hot
say
take. We need a hot take right now.
We gotta understand, us as men, we gonna have our qualities that we are just innately gonna be fucking born into. So you gotta understand what that creates for yourself as a man. So my toxicity, I would say, I'm not a womanizer. You know what I'm saying? I've had a lot of women, but I like sex.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
That's not toxic.
There's
But
nothing wrong
in
with
society today, a lot of sex almost equates to
That's-
toxicity.
that.
Because toxicity is, it's harmful because you're having a lot of women. Let's talk about Future. Future has a lot of baby mamas and he has a lot of sex, so he's like king toxic.
Well, toxic is shoot the club up. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's toxic.
That's toxic.
So if you
That's
don't
toxic.
shoot the club up, you're not toxic.
Well, nah, because everybody's being mindful. You got another life that you're bringing into the world that you have to be responsible of, and you have to be able not to be only responsible for them financially,
That's true.
but emotionally. It's two different things.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
So is the difference between someone being toxic and not toxic is letting them know your intentions up front.
Yeah.
Letting
Absolutely.
them know,
Most
hey,
definitely.
Absolutely.
sometimes
Most
if you have
definitely.
an agreement and you say, hey, look, I just want to fuck.
But let's be honest. I mean, I think a lot of situations that take place is even if you're honest with especially if you're honest with a woman, emotions get involved, feelings get involved.
And women
and
change
even,
their mind.
even if you are,
And that's
upfront with
okay
that
too.
situation.
And that's okay. But
Is
maybe
that okay?
But yeah, because you have the opportunity to be like, you
Right.
know what? It's getting a little too real for me. I'm not ready for this.
Yeah.
And that's why my toxicity level is a little bit
At an
lower
all-time-
because I've grown out of that
Mm.
for the most part.
I feel like a lot of women, like modern
bit
day
lower,
women,
huh? Little bit lower?
They didn't flip the script.
Well,
They
so
done
so
flipped
real
the
quick
script
for
on
men though, when you was talking about, there's a thin line between chauvinism and chivalry. Because women still
Come
want
on,
the
give
door
us some
open.
game, bro.
You know, they want these different accolades that come with being the feminine, the feminine spirit and feminine energy. But then, so there's a line also with the patriarchy. It's like if I'm dating you, like, well, how feminine are you? Because are you paying for half the dates? Are you popping? You popping for this joint? Like where is that line cross? And at this point in time. And I may be speaking completely out of turn because I'm not really on the dating scene.
Come on now.
But they kind of hold the cards or whatever on saying, how that works for them.
But that all goes back to the constructs that we have been built in society.
Absolutely.
And knowing these constructs is gonna go one or two ways. So I'm having a brain fart.
It's all right, bro. The constructs. It's a European construct. You know,
Whole
so-
brain fart.
hey, the whole tips. Nah, I'm playing. Nah, it's all right,
I
bro.
need something to drink.
Nah, it's
Shit.
all right, bro. It's but with all that being said,
Get me right.
I feel like I'm the least toxic nigga in here. With all that being said, I'm gonna say Mike is number 1, Jahari's number 2,
Oh my God.
Saints number 3. I'm number 4. But Petty is in the opposite.
I'm not petty.
My petty level's low.
I'm top petty.
Pull me up.
That might be
Pull
true.
me like you know me.
Jahari
So ba-
second petty.
So basically, y'all saying I'm the most fucked up nigga in this room.
Facts.
even
Ultra
keel.
facts.
Bro,
Hey,
he's
go, look how
even.
this nigga poured me up.
Fuck this nigga here,
Pour
dog.
me up. He trying to get me
Even,
lit.
bro.
I'm drinking this shit too.
This nigga said I'm the most petty out of
Hey, bro.
everybody in the group. That's crazy.
Hey, so do we have a working definition on what toxic really is?
So toxic is an adjective used to describe usually very negative person that, again, this is the definition.
Got you.
That bitch about everything,
Oh, wow.
spread unnecessary
Whoa.
hate, or just
I'm
talk
definitely not
shit
toxic.
Yeah, I'm not
about
that's
others.
That's not toxic.
That's not.
You
I'm
can,
not that.
Yeah.
Let me finish here. You can meet these people in any online game community or a
RBA.
main
Wow.
Shout out to RBA though.
Hey, we fuck with y'all
we
RBA,
fuck
but
with
some of y'all
tough.
motherfuckers is toxic as fuck.
Hey, here's an example though. Yo, Mike, is you so toxic?
Bro, no lie.
Did they say my
that's what
name?
It says, "Yo, Mike."
That's exactly what it says.
Wow.
So this nigga's toxic.
Right.
So,
By the
Hey,
name.
man.
If the
so if
internet
your name
says
is
nigga-
Mike, you're toxic.
Hey,
Sorry.
but-
Hey, all
but-
Mikes are toxic in
Bro,
this motherfucker.
you might
Look,
be on
accept
to
it,
something.
nigga.
Mike Tyson was
Listen,
hella
man.
toxic, bro.
Listen.
But,
Great
but
is
so hold
boxer.
on. Once again, though, too, you have to think about toxicity being a product of your environment.
Mm.
Oh,
Because if you seen any type of conflict in the house,
Absolutely.
Maybe your mom screaming at your dad, berating the shit out of him, and you be like, I'm never
Or your
gonna let a
dad
bitch
beating
berate
up on
me.
your mom.
Or your dad beating up
Yeah.
on your mom, you be like, baby, that's learned behavior to you.
Yeah, that's
So
a
now you
fact.
become toxic. Or verbally abusing somebody. Like those are things that are learned. It's all demonstrated. It comes from circumstance in different places that people are in their lives, and sometimes people don't even understand how they internalize that.
No, that's a fact, bro.
So we talk about patriarchy, all that shit is internalized.
No, that's a fact.
And then we might become enlightened to a degree as we get older and we travel through life and be like, yo, it don't necessarily got to be that way. But nah, a lot of that shit, I seen that shit with my ex for sure. She grew up in a household like that, and then she tried to flip it, but being 180 degrees out of it too can make you just a different type of toxic.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
So
that's a fact, bro.
it's some real shit for sure.
Rearing definitely plays a lot.
Oh,
in your
big time,
toxicity,
big time.
You know what I'm saying?
But being toxic sometimes ain't that bad, bro. And here's why. I'm gonna be honest. You know what? I'm not gonna even walk down that street.
Nah, walk down the street,
no,
bro.
no, but a
You
lot
already
of
stepped
times.
up the
Hey,
curb,
die
man.
on this hill, dog.
Hey,
Die on
no,
this
I'm
hill.
not dying on this hill. Not this specific hill. But sometimes when you're in a
Toxic
toxic
is cool.
environment, you'll pick up on the fumes. You may not be toxic, but you got secondhand fume smoke.
Well,
you pick up on the
Well,
fumes,
what it
bro.
is sometimes you may come into an epiphany and be like, yo, that shit's fucked up. Or the way I've been treating women is fucked up.
No, hey, I've been there, bro. Honestly, bro, I'm gonna say this, and like I said, I've lived 5 different lives, and there was a time where I was a womanizer, bro. Not on a
Long time ago, though. Right?
long time, bro. I'm way past that, bro.
Yeah,
And
of course.
and y'all gonna learn some things about me in the process of us doing these episodes where I've learned from a lot of the things that I've once did in my life, bro. I was the king cap around these hoes. Dead ass, bro. I would lie to them just to get what I want. And when I realized, hey, that's some hoe ass nigga activity.
Yeah.
It depends on what you lied about and why
Nah,
you was lying.
fam, I
If
was-
you was just lying to get
fam.
pussy,
Whoa.
Fam.
that's small. That's small cap.
That's
And-
small cap, but that's
in the
exactly what I
terms.
was doing. But I wasn't being honest to myself.
But
Like-
some people lie to get money.
Oh yeah, nah.
You ever watch
then-
when I sent you that pimp shit? Like that
Yeah.
shit, man. Pimp shit. You know, you talk about toxicity and on being 10. You know how you could take somebody and and bend their mind to the point where you could have them sell their body for you. That's what we talking about. Toxic. Somebody lying to
think all
somebody
pimps
telling
are
them
toxic?
Fuck yes.
I think so.
Because they're
Absolutely.
opportunists to the nth
Troll.
degree. Somebody say, "Oh, I'm opportunist because maybe I'm dating a couple chicks." It's not opportunist. I'm not trying to get nothing out of you. You getting the same shit out of me. I'm getting out of you. That's a mutual exchange.
But what if?
If I'm taking from you and I'm not pouring back into you, that's the
But
toxicity
what if?
right there.
Okay, so I've allegedly met a couple pimps in my life, and what one pimp in particular, and he's long gone now. Rest in peace. But what he would do, he would teach them how to properly manage their pussy.
Okay.
Like he was like a manager and protector, because it's wild. Like she was a lot of these girls were already doing it,
Yeah.
and he's just the muscle to make
Yeah.
sure nothing go wrong.
Yeah.
But he's selling them confidence. He's giving them protection and confidence. So is that a proper exchange for her?
No, that's parasitic.
It's parasitic. But what if she already in the game?
She already in the game, but for somebody to already be in the game or whatever, and for you to latch your hooks into that and be like, all right, and not try to take that person out the
Okay.
game,
I
or let the
respect that.
game be like, yo, you know what I'm saying, ain't got nothing to do with me. That's taking advantage of the situation. Now, once again, I have my own viewpoints about what pimps are,
Got it.
because there's corporate pimps, there's motherfucking,
Right.
it's all type of pimps. He needs his bottle. Hey man, just say you want the bottle, nigga.
Right.
Thirsty ass
I need
nigga.
the
Look.
air. I'm gonna say,
Hey,
Grant, turn it
hey,
down.
I am.
I'm over this bitch about to pass out.
But like, say, cuz, give me the bottle.
I need some air.
But I can't vape in here though.
No,
God damn.
no, nigga, you
Please don't vape.
Hey,
About
so,
to blow this motherfucker up.
so since we talking about pimps and pimps are a part of the streets,
Put your hat back on, nigga.
No.
let's talk. Let's talk about.
trying to be cute.
I'm sorry, brother. I am
Go
sorry,
ahead,
man.
man. We
It's all
I'm
good.
trying to be cute.
Hey, let's talk about these streets, because we had a conversation not too long ago about how the streets aren't that bad. Now my personal take.
I never said the streets was
They
bad.
not
streets
that
bad.
bad.
The streets ain't as bad as everybody makes
They
them
not
out.
It
that
depends. I
bad,
feel
my
like
guy.
there's 3 levels of people that's in the streets.
What's the 3 levels?
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about this in the sense of like being in a jungle. You
Okay.
got your lions,
Okay.
who are
This
supreme
nigga
hunters.
loves animals.
I love nature, bro. I love being outside, but I watch Discovery Channel all the time, bro,
Okay.
and I study animals. But I don't want to be around no lions, bro. They like people who hug lions, but I don't understand it. And it
Yeah,
ain't.
no.
And people who hug lions, they got one thing in common, and I will not say it, but they got one thing in common.
That they're white.
They ain't black. I tell you, I ain't never
Oh,
seen.
okay.
I ain't never seen an African in the Serengeti hugging lions.
Hey,
bro.
no,
I
them
ain't
niggas
never
got
seen
hyenas
it,
though. I see
bro.
some Africans with hyenas.
Bro, hyenas
But go
are
ahead,
wild,
yeah.
bro. They're some
I'm fucking more terrified of fucking hyenas. than
bro,
goddamn-
hyenas will eat you
Oh,
alive,
my
bro. They eat,
God.
like lions, they'll kill you. They go for your neck. They snap your neck. They kill you. Hyenas. They eat you from the inside, bro.
Jesus.
That is savagery,
Taking
bro.
them guts.
Savagery. But you got 3 types, bro. You got 3
Boy,
types.
buddy is on
On
it
today.
Go ahead.
You got
It's
3
that Lone
types
Star.
of
It's gotta
people,
be
bro.
Lone-
No,
it's
it
gotta
definitely
be.
is that edible. But go ahead.
You got the hunters.
Allegedly,
You got
of
the
course.
hunters that's in the street. They're just walking around hunting for things to consume.
You
Though-
got your hunters. Okay.
You got your hunters. Then
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
your prey. Your prey are like the deer, the armadillos. Like you got your, things that don't have a defense mechanism. And then you got your middle class. You got people that's on the sidewalk. Where they in the side, they're going in the streets, they're not in the streets. They're in the streets and they're not in the streets. And what ends up happening is, I feel like being on the sidewalk is more dangerous than being on one side or the other, because it's usually the people that's in the sidewalk that end up not realizing the lion is around the corner. Or they deal with people on the other side that's not in the streets, and they end up hurting them because they so used to the element of the streets that they don't realize, like, hey, this person not in the streets. But if you a lion hunting somebody that's not in the streets, I feel like that's predatory.
There's gonna be
It
somebody
is.
out
It's
here
very
that
predatory.
doesn't understand the fuck word what you're saying.
It's okay. It's okay. If
When
I
they listen to it though, I was
But
fucking.
no,
with
I
you,
was
G.
fucking
I was
with it,
beamed
though.
in.
Okay. Okay.
I was
I-
fucking beamed
real
in.
talk.
Jared.
I'll break it down to simple
'Cause
terms.
I'm in these streets.
I'll break it down to simple terms.
Hold on, wait. I want you to break it down.
Okay.
But I want to hear about this man's exodus in the streets.
Okay.
We'll talk about scumbaggery in a little bit.
Yes,
Please.
sir.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you in the streets, I think you should only deal with people that's in the streets.
Montawa.
You should only deal with people
Yeah,
in the streets.
yeah.
If you're not in the streets, you only deal with people that's not in the streets. Because what end up happening is this. Somebody that's not in the streets deal with somebody that's in the streets. They get street activity. And what happens is when you in the streets, it's a all everything goes.
But what happens is when you're in the streets, you fuck with another street motherfucker. The level of getting that germ raises exponentially.
That part.
That's why. That's why.
Depends on how you move out.
But that's a
here in
part of
these
being in the
Yeah.
streets.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's a
Yeah.
part of what's
wanna
being in the
wrap
streets.
up. You ain't
Nobody's-
just
nobody's
smacking
put-
everything raw.
Nobody,
in
as
the
much as
streets.
everybody talk about getting head, nobody's putting a condom on before you get head.
Not at all.
Listen.
Yeah, so that's
But
rolling
I'm not
the
going to the
motherfucking
ground and
dice.
pound raw.
That is going. That's rolling the dice.
Can you get AIDS in the mouth?
Fuck yes.
Then,
Yeah.
hey, you better wrap that Jimmy up if you're
But
in the street.
I say that yes.
I don't know about
Protection
all
sexually.
I'm not wrapping my shit up when I'm getting that. I'm sorry. I'm just not
Yeah,
gonna happen.
head is just not
Like,
the
hold
same.
on.
I mean, and
Hold
that
on,
might
let
be
me-
a little
Let me
toxic.
Let me put my.
You don't even feel the shit, man. You don't want that. But I say the streets are, for me, understanding what the streets is, expectation is where you get hurt. So you in the streets, you shouldn't really have much expectation. Like to what you said, don't be in the streets thinking that you in the streets and you want a nigga to be all lovey-dovey with you. You just having fun. Sometimes you gotta have fun in the streets.
For sure.
With no expectations. Go through your
1000%.
phase, get that shit out your body.
Straight up.
And let that shit be.
1000%.
The moment you start catching them feelings,
Get out the streets.
is when you need to remove yourself from the streets. Now, where the toxicity for myself come in is understanding when I was in the streets to save myself.
These numbers
When I
is
was.
still
When I
crazy.
was in them streets, I'm
Mike
cool.
is
I'm
no
long,
longer-
I'm
time ago.
informed. I'm no longer in the streets.
long
I'm toxic.
time ago.
That's back in the day. But understanding how toxic I was, I would tell a girl like, "Look, man, I don't want you, but I want to have little relations with you," and she would take that, and then she act a fool. My toxic level was like, okay, well, I absolve myself from any kind of
No,
responsibility.
that's not toxic though.
But the toxicity is that I gave her all this chemistry. I was flirting, we connected.
No, that's not
and you
toxic.
But
do
did you
it.
negotiate the terms before game day?
But that's go ahead.
Man, I heard this shit, but comment that said this shit, and it was profound. Oh, some nice J's, brother.
Man, I appreciate
They
it.
brand new, huh?
Them's the sixes. No, they've been out.
Hey, bro, the
They've been out.
noobs
They've
stay
been out.
fly, bro.
Hey, you know, just
y'all
trying-
stay
No, not really,
fly.
man. This
Trying to live out here.
These are double
See
spare J's.
how he trying to cap on me? See how he trying to cap? See he's trying to hold on me? That's
Every
cool.
noob in Austin I know is fly.
That
Everyone I know
motherfucker's
fuck.
dope though,
Nah,
man.
I
fucks
appreciate
with you.
that, man. You know
Hey,
what
cameraman,
I'm
can we
saying?
get a motherfucking shot
Hey,
of these
you know,
motherfucking
shout out-
Put the camera
J's?
down.
Shout out
You
to
gonna
the
take his
motherfucking
shoes
Karma.
off?
Shout out to the motherfucking
Hey, bro,
Karma.
lick the bottle.
Shout out to the motherfucking
Shout out
Karma.
those,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Shout out
Hey,
to the
man,
Karma.
do that.
Motherfuckers hot.
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
own
What size
your
you
fly,
wearing, nigga?
brother.
Nigga, your size, nigga.
Oh,
What's
yes,
up?
sir.
Look at
Say
these
less.
guys.
LA,
Hey,
these LA ass
Cameras
niggas.
outside right now. Let's go. Let's
Stealing
go.
your starter
But-
This
jacket.
nigga's
but
about to
check
be
me- check me
32
out,
and
right.
1.
You can
This
probably
nigga's about to be
start
32 and 1 right now.
That's a negative. Nigga. I'm too old to lose my motherfucker. I'll lie about it. That's how toxic I am.
Fucking
Hey, bro.
And so real quick. So Comment said some shit one time and that fucking resonated with me, right? He was talking about how he was addicted to falling in love.
Bro. Oh, that's
So,
top.
so the
Jesus.
part, the honeymoon, you know what I'm saying? You
honeymoon
like, you know,
stage?
everything
I
was
feel
super
that, though.
sweet. But when it came time to put in work on a relationship, I was like, man, that shit dead to me now. 'Cause I don't want to do that shit no more. And I felt them when because first I was like, nigga, that shit goofy.
I know what you
And then I
talking
fucking
about,
did the knowledge on that. It resonated with me. I was like, yo, I understand what he was talking about because nobody really want to do everybody wants the path of least resistance.
Absolutely.
So when we talk about predator versus prey, right?
Mhm.
You tell a young lady, you know, like, hey, this is what I'm on, and y'all on that, and then a different change, you know, catalyst for a change come, and you still kind of entertain it because you gave her the heads up. That's not on you. That's toxic for trying to convert somebody. A lot of women want to convert
Ooh.
men.
Bro, I think
to
it
things
works
that they
both
are not.
ways. I think it works both ways.
So tell me what the opposite
Okay,
is.
so here's something that I learned in my recent relationship, bro.
Mhm.
Because I've been married before, and I'll say this: like that relationship prior, she tried to mold me into something that I'm not supposed to be.
Was she trying to mold you? Or was she trying to grow you up?
No, she tried to mold
Make
me,
you into
make
something
me to
that
be
you're
something
not.
that I'm not. And what was happening was I'm not that guy. I'm the type of guy I'm rough around the edges, bro. I'm not this clean cut, guy.
Can I ask you a question regarding that? Did you have any growth within that portion?
I
when she was
did
trying?
because I'm a grow because that's just who I am.
Because
Regardless,
my ex-wife tried to grow. Like, I would have never ate sushi. It's a lot of shit I would have never
I
did.
would never eat sushi.
What?
See, you see what I'm saying?
Never.
You see what I'm saying?
Bro, that's-
So
Y'all
anyway,
niggas go to the bar.
we'll come back to that. You know,
We'll go to
maybe
the
maybe
sushi bar.
that's not your thing.
Yeah.
But it's certain things that she exposed me to, and I was open to because I have never seen that before, and I'm open to getting like cultured a little bit.
Yeah.
So I didn't resist that. Now, when she tried to emasculate me to a couple of different degrees, you know, you the boss at work. When you come home, we partners. You're not the fucking boss anymore.
Yeah,
So then that's where, you know, we start having a little bit of like
that's a
pushback
good
on
point.
we have
That's a
different.
good point.
But so sometimes we're resistant to change because all we know sometimes is one thing.
Yeah.
And we're resistant to like, oh, you trying to turn me into somebody else. Those things I appreciate her for, and there's other things I'm like, man, fuck that shit.
I'm gonna say this quickly, bro.
Yeah.
I think whenever you decide to be with somebody, I think you should accept them for who they are, and not have this image of who they should be. Now, if they on some bullshit,
I agree
now
with
you
you.
don't accept some
I don't
bullshit.
agree with that whatsoever.
You don't accept
don't?
some bullshit, but you don't try to mold them into who you.
can't
I
do
feel
that.
like that's the most selfish thing you can do is say, hey, you've gone your whole life.
Well, it's a difference between molding somebody and having a set expectation and a standard that you have
That's
to have.
different.
But that's not
yeah.
necessarily molding. That's not even saying, oh, I'm in love with your potential.
I feel like that's evil to try to mold somebody.
yeah, you
bro.
can't just forcefully make someone different.
Right. Not.
That's not love.
That's not love.
That's not
Accepting
love.
someone for who they are
That's
is
manipulative.
loving them. It's loving them for who they are.
I
Now,
agree
if
with that.
they're not, if they don't fit, like then you move on. But don't try to force somebody to be a guy or a woman who you think they should be.
Yeah, I think what you're saying is valid to a certain extent. I don't think molding someone into what you think they should be is ideal, but definitely loving someone who they are is very very important and valid.
Very important.
I'll say that to all that to say this. I think that a lot of times in a lot of situations we run into the aspiration of what we see someone and what we think that their potential is. And from there we be like, nah, you're not operating in that same function.
Right.
That's toxic.
And that is
That's,
toxic.
that's fucking toxic.
That's it is toxic. But at the same time, I think that at the same time, in the same retrospect, if an individual believes as if, hey, I think you can do better, I think you can be better, I think you are better, then you should operate.
like there's a difference between standard and potential.
Well, but also too, iron sharpen iron. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I need my woman to challenge me to maybe eat better. Where you know what I'm
1000.
saying? Like,
Yeah,
hey, you know,
fact.
hey,
That's
are you
not potential,
practicing?
bro.
Are you practicing your art? You know what I'm saying? Are you taking care of yourself?
That comes
You pop-
with loving
You pop your motherfucking blood pressure
Want
medication
loving
a day.
you,
Come with loving
Yeah,
you.
but I'm saying
That's
though,
standard.
that's not standard. That's not standard. How many times? But and also too, can that woman accept that same
Critique.
type of critique or reinforcement to be better from you? Because you know
Works
then
both
that's
ways.
looked at as criticism. You know, so I look for anything that could, you know, if I choose a woman, I'm hoping that she refines me in some type of way. You know, it was a woman I dealt with, man. I'm mad analytical. I'm not very emotionally smart, or intelligent. I need you to help me open up my emotions. You know, so I appreciate you trying to change me in that fashion and saying that, you know, yo, you should smile a little, you know, like be cool. You always a cool guy. Yeah, but I need iron sharpen iron. So if you can't take a little criticism or you a little too thin skinned, every one of us could always use some fucking improvement.
No, that's a
Promise you.
fact. That's a fact. So since we're talking about the streets, and within the streets, there's different elements in the streets. There's
Well, let's take a poll real quick.
okay.
How many motherfuckers vote for the streets? The streets ain't that bad.
The streets aren't that bad. I'll take a poll for it if y'all niggas don't want that.
I only say it ain't that bad because expectations where you get yourself hurt. You don't have you if you play the streets,
we don't put no caveat on it.
play the
It's the
streets.
streets,
I'm not
bad.
putting no
It's an
caveat.
asterisk for me. I'm just saying, understand.
I think it's an asterisk
It's
for
the way
everybody,
you,
though.
you navigate the
This
streets.
nigga Mike is so safe right
Yeah,
now.
he-
Yeah,
right.
right.
Just-
He said, I gotta go
Hey, I
home.
feel you.
He said, I have
protect your house.
No, you
at all
good, King.
costs,
You
man.
good, King.
Hey, I'm
Hey,
just
hey, I'm
saying,
about to
bro.
protect mine. What you mean?
I'm just saying,
I'm
man.
gonna say
If
this.
we can't have complete and total honesty,
Oh,
this
yeah, no,
motherfucker,
we-
man,
no,
I
we
ain't
about to
wanna
have
do
I'm
this
gonna
shit.
say this straight up and down right
Be
now.
honest. What you mean? I say this shit every Sunday,
That's
Sunday.
exactly-
What you talking about?
I'm gonna say this straight up and down. The streets
Thank
aren't that bad. However, at the same time, I mean, shit. Everybody looking for somebody. Everybody
That's a
wants to
fact.
settle down. Everybody wants to be comfortable in a spot. Everybody wants to have their bay. You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily, bro. I reluctantly, like seriously, like I'm being completely honest.
Cap.
Nah, I'm dead. I'm dead ass serious.
Hey, whenever nigga go, that nigga's lying.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm
I'm trying to frame, because I'm
bullshit.
trying to
Go
frame this
ahead.
the right way.
Go ahead.
I feel that having a girlfriend at this point in time, and even in the past having girlfriends, is taking me away from the work that I'm supposed to do for me. Because you have to pour into somebody else,
Yeah, absolutely.
and as so I'm taking away. It's a bunch of shit I want to do, scholastically in my head, just books I want to read, shit I want to watch.
Can you
fucking
walk and
places I
chew
wanna
gum
go.
at the same time? That's not
Oh
holding you up.
nah, nigga, it is absolutely.
How?
Well,
I mean,
you-
it's
'cause
a
you-
time continuum,
Because
yes.
absolutely, because you have to.
But that's opportunity cost.
do you believe in relationships, like having relationships and building connections?
That's a very
With people.
good question. Very
yeah,
good question.
yeah. I believe there's value in it.
But you don't feel like there's a long-lasting, lifelong relationship.
If I can, sometimes because I didn't grow up in a conventional home.
Neither did I.
Okay,
So-
okay.
yeah.
So we talk about the way I grew up. I grew up with a single father. My single father raised me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mom's, love her to death.
Yeah.
You know what
However,
I'm saying? She cheated on my pops, whatever my pops is out. I don't never necessarily have that love from a woman until I got older. So there's a void there. There's a void where, intimacy, but it's also,
Hey, that's what I'm
it's
talking
not
about,
a
my bro.
necessity all the time for me. And I think that's where the toxicity sometimes comes in, because you be like, I could use intimacy, but not all the time. So I don't need it all the time. There's certain points where I do need it, but I just don't need it all the time. So is there a little situation where I feel that, come on, man.
What is going on over here?
Y'all niggas drinking Coke Zero too? I was gonna say.
I had full
you
coke
can't,
in
you
mine.
can't let niggas be great right now, right? You can't finish your story.
Nah, man, because
You
y'all
can't
niggas
finish your
poured
story.
up. I'm fucking having a deep moment with y'all niggas.
Y'all
Y'all like, oh
Word
man, you know what I'm
disrespect.
saying?
We
Oh
acting,
yeah,
bro.
giggling and shit like.
Sniggling and
oh,
giggling.
niggas
I
drink
was
Coke
in
Zero.
trouble. I'm looking at myself.
I'm like,
I'm over here,
this
man,
weak
edit
ass
that shit
nigga,
out.
get
I'm
your
editing
shit
that
up,
shit out,
nigga.
man. I'm over
Hey,
it.
all right, fuck it.
I'm
We
telling
edit
niggas
it
how I
out.
grew up in the motherfucking mother and
Hey,
father.
no,
hey,
Some niggas like, oh, man,
God
fucking
damn,
Smo
bro.
Jamo. Oh, that was too much.
Hey,
yeah,
nah, real
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Real shit. I respect that, bro, because that changes your perspective.
It changes my perspective, like for real. And then to understand too, I understood, from an early age or whatever, that sometimes, man, necessarily women is not. When niggas grow up with their moms, mom is everything.
Yeah, very true.
Especially with single mom, they don't know their moms if their moms was super, righteous.
Yeah.
If she was, a fucking
That's a
thought.
good point.
You
That's a
you
good
just
point.
fucking love your mom because that's
good
the point that she portrays to you.
Want that one?
You know what I mean?
No,
So
that's not-
once
Yeah.
again, my viewpoint is a little bit different. I seen my dad exist necessarily because he didn't want to. He told me, because I just asked my dad, especially when I got a little bit older, like, man, how come you didn't have any girlfriends? Like, I had girlfriends. I just didn't bring everybody around you. I didn't want you to parade you in front of a bunch of different women. When I had time or whatever, I go fuck with them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I understood that, and it's
That's a powerful thing, though, that your dad was like set that aside to let you know, like, yo, you are my main priority, and I don't want to expose you to this
but that's
toxicity.
absolutely, but that's a result of me being number possibly 7 or 8 out of his children.
Oh wow.
So he probably had an
Damn, I didn't
epiphany.
know that.
Yeah, I have 8 brothers and sisters. You know, a couple of them passed away.
Pops was out here.
But he also told me though too.
Pops was slanging
But my
and
pop,
banging.
but check it out. My pops also told me
know
too.
my
Though.
Round and pound game was strong.
I know my pops
But he
was
also
toxic.
told me too. So this is where toxicity may come in to a certain degree. He also told me that all those women cheated on him.
Oof.
So
That can warp your view.
that
too,
could warp my
man.
view
can,
is that
man.
I didn't have the pristine image of a woman set out for me.
But your
Yo.
toxic level is only 6.
Absolutely.
Yo, we definitely got
I
to do a
respect
red
all
table
women.
talk at some point about
You
this,
talk to
bro.
any,
That's
you talk to,
definitely-
But I respect
you
all
talk,
women
you
too,
talk
but
to
that
any
doesn't-
woman. You talk to 99.9% of women that I've ever dated. They still fuck with me the long way
Because you weren't toxic.
because I wasn't toxic.
Mm.
They fuck with
But
me. I
yet
never-
your emotional IQ is not
But it
that
makes
high.
sense, bro.
'cause they understand who the
it
fuck
makes
I am.
We got to
bro.
revisit these numbers.
No, but a
Yeah.
lot
I
of
mean,
what he's
it's-
saying make a lot of sense psychology wise. I get why you say, hey, I'm not like emotionally intelligent, like, and to be able to say, hey, I know I'm not emotionally intelligent.
because emotional intelligence, I think, comes from a woman. That comes from seeing women. Men, we're so used to tamping our shit down. We're so used to wearing the mask.
But on the
I
other
don't know,
hand,
bro.
I mean, I seen emotional ass
Right,
niggas.
right.
Believe you me.
My pop, so to your story, if we talking
Yeah.
about Ring,
Yeah.
I grew up in a super Christian household, Bible thumpers. So we are all emotion, Pentecostal to the core.
Oh yeah, bro. They
So
speak in
we
tongues
are
in the
outwardly
Pentecostal church.
expressive in
Yeah,
everything we do.
Get
Now my
down.
pops was a fucking gangster nigga. Robbing banks, went to prison, cracking niggas upside their head. So he was that nigga in his
That
house.
explains a lot, man.
It explains a lot, and it puts it all a lot of
Explains
perspective.
lot.
Because my pops,
I got a perspective about that, but I'm
My
gonna ask you when
pop-
he's done.
my pops was
Oh,
that.
Iron Mike over
And so
here,
I
man.
grew up seeing my pops be that expressive. He wasn't like overly thin-skinnedly expressive. He was a strong man's man, expressive. He took that hood gangster shit and went to the church. You
Bro,
take
it's
a
a
man
lot of hood gangster niggas in the church,
in the
bro.
church, and they
It's a
always
lot,
end up
bro.
pastors and preachers and all this other stuff. But understand how that energy goes. If you fresh out of prison
Ah, yeah,
and you
yeah,
find
yeah,
God in
yeah.
prison,
Bro,
Yeah.
it's-
you
it's-
coming
you
out,
Malcolm X.
you coming out, bloop,
On
bloop, bloop.
fire, on fire.
And then found my
This is
mama who was deep in the church.
Yeah, but she saw that zeal.
But she wanted
she
to-
saw that zeal.
But my daddy was fucking toxic, bro.
oh yeah, oh.
My daddy and I look. So my daddy has his ways about me. Now I am my father's son. That's gonna be a great ass episode
That
whenever
is
we
gonna
get
be
to
a-
it.
Yes, sir.
that's gonna
I
be a
have
heartfelt
literally taken
episode.
on every fucking thing of my pops, bro.
Okay.
And I'm almost living the shit out because when he had me, he was
Come on.
barely 2 years out of prison. So he conceived me rather.
You know, it's something to you have the
He had a conjugal
spirit
visit?
that your dad has.
Oh no, he met my mama. He came from New Jersey, went to Kansas City.
Oh, he went to New Jersey. To
No,
catch
he
his
was
car.
from New
caught
Jersey.
that.
What you say?
I said he got to do a visit.
No, they wasn't married yet. He went to the church. He left the
Can't
prison.
wait till
Came to Kansas City.
Saturday,
Then he met my
conjugal
mama.
visits. Yeah.
Oh, my daddy wild, bro. He'd have tore that whole jail up.
Can I and by go ahead.
Before you
Yes,
go,
sir. Yes,
so
sir.
you
Yes,
you
sir.
were
Yes, sir.
raised with your father. You had your father too. Did
did.
you have your father?
I didn't have my father.
I didn't have my father either.
I had a stepfather named Pat, bro. Pat is the real
Was he
deal,
white?
bro. No,
I
he
fuck
a
with
black
Pat, man.
dude, bro.
Fuck, man, give it up to stepfathers,
Hey,
man.
Pat was a
Pat.
real
Man,
nigga,
let's
bro.
go. And
Hey,
real
Pat
fathers,
was
you
an
know what I'm
old-
saying?
hey,
Give it up to
shout out
all the
Pat.
fathers.
Pat, I know you gonna see this, bro. I love you. I love you.
Pat,
hey,
man.
hey, Pat was a
It's
good.
like a real motherfucker to come in somebody else's household and
love
raise somebody
somebody
else's
else.
kid,
Hey, hey,
right?
and the crazy
That's
part
real
is,
shit.
Boy, hey, that's
That's some
another
real
fucking
shit.
episode, nigga. I
Yeah.
played stepdaddy.
Oh, was
You-
that
you
right?
did?
I basically raised the girl I moved down here for. I basically raised her since she
Oh,
was
she-
6 months old.
oh wow.
Oh wow.
And I met old girl back in 2009. So she moved
Yeah,
down here
I
and I
graduated
changed.
high school.
Bro, yeah,
That's
you
crazy.
young, bro. We
That's
know.
crazy. I'm
Yeah.
50.
But
I'm
yeah,
30.
no,
but 50.
stepdaddies, man, they need that shit. Y'all ain't
Man,
just
that's
need it out
real.
here,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Nah, bro, but I'm
1000%.
tell you about Pat, bro.
Pat, tell me about Pat.
was older than my mom. So my mom had me when she was 15.
Okay.
But then Pat came in my life around when I was like in middle school, man. And Pat told me everything I know about football. Bro, Pat, it's a lot of cold coaches out here that ain't in the NFL, bro. And Pat, one of them, he know football. He's raised a lot of legends, bro. A lot of local legends in Houston came out of A-Leaf and Pat coached them. So Pat taught me a lot about life and also taught me a lot about just being a man. I remember one day we were sitting in his Suburban. Pat had a big green Suburban. He used to just be swanging that thing, bro. So he had a pause.
Pat had a big green Suburban.
I wasn't even thinking about it.
Hey.
You on the pause?
Oh,
They swinging that thing.
I side-eyed this nigga. I thought he was gonna say something.
Bro, I felt the energy. But Pat had a, and I'm gonna cut the story short. But Pat had a green Suburban, and we on the way to my track meet.
Okay.
And then, like, for about a week, man, I was thinking about my real dad. I was like, man, like this nigga don't really want me, bro. I don't understand why he don't want me. So then, so we on the way to the track meet. It's me and Pat in the truck. And Pat, man, you see this? I love you, dog. You know I love you, and everything I'm saying is true. I asked Pat. I said, man, why my dad don't love me, bro? And when I said it, I just started crying. Every feeling I ever had about my dad not being there, that shit literally came out in that moment, bro. I was crying, snot coming out, my armpit sweating, everything, bro. I almost pissed on myself because I was feeling so much. And Pat was like, man, I'm going to be here for the rest of your life, bro. And I kid you not, dog. Once my mom and Pat divorced, Pat came to every football game.
That's what's up.
Bro, and
That's
he made
real,
sure
dog.
I seen him.
Yeah.
He made sure I seen him.
That's
So
dope as
Pat,
fuck.
you a real nigga, man.
That's dope
I
as fuck.
like I don't care whatever Pat do the rest of his life. He good with me.
Shout out
if Pat
to
ever
Pat.
need a
Right,
lung,
right.
nigga, you got a
Salute.
lung.
Shout out
Nigga,
to Pat right here.
if you need a anything, you need anything, Pat. Hey, I got you. I got you because he was a real one, and that's what I want to be. You know, going forward, not just to my kids, but hell, even some kid that I ain't dealing with their mama. If it's a kid out in the street and he need a daddy, hey, I'll be your daddy, nigga.
Yeah.
Like that. That's just what it is.
So I know we need to move topics, but I just want to say, imagine having them thoughts thinking about what if your mama didn't want you.
yeah, yo, come on.
That's
man.
what I was
Y'all
dealing with.
talk about toxicity.
Yo.
You talk about like
Yo.
that's what I was dealing with. Everybody, if they didn't have a nuclear family, mom, dad, brother, sister, everybody had their mama.
boy.
That's a
I ain't
tough
have my
one,
mama.
bro. Cause I love my mama. I love my mama.
But I'm just saying, now me and my
Yeah,
mom
man,
got a
that's
cool
tough.
relationship now. And we even did back then. I would go to New York or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Go fuck with her, and she had me for a few months. Cause the way her love was like, buying shit.
Mhm.
But I was like, man, even
That might have been our love
That's
language.
irony
though.
because
That
my
might-
father used to do that, tried to do that.
But the
Same.
thing is, though, is that once again, I don't blame her because as I got older, I understood that trauma may have come from the way she grew up.
bro.
Mm-hmm.
So
energy don't go nowhere, bro.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
we gotta
transfer.
flip
It
it,
don't
though.
die. It transfers, bro.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So like that's like some real shit. So I just wanted to put that out there. I know we got to move on to topics. We got about 17 minutes left. So just go ahead and
Bro,
get it
it's
moving.
all good, man.
Oh, we vibing, bro.
Hey,
We good.
Man, this shit kind of dark, man.
Hey, bro.
We talk about the streets.
But
Hey,
man,
man,
man.
feel good, bro. Nah, bro, get
Nah,
it out,
bro,
because
yeah.
somebody may relate to your
Bro,
story,
dead
bro.
ass,
And that's
bro.
what it's
Dead
called.
ass.
It's
I feel
called
like
towards
nobody
it.
relates to my
bro,
story.
no, it's
Nah,
somebody
man.
out there,
We
bro.
We
that
got you,
relates.
bro. You need a hug.
Bro, you need a hug.
dog.
Hey man, this old weak ass nigga, fuck this nigga, man.
Hey, but real talk, bro. Hey,
That's what it's for,
We have
nigga.
real
Talk
conversations.
yourself through yourself. Go ahead, bro.
Bro,
Go
we
ahead.
have we're real friends outside of this, bro. We have
1000%.
real conversations,
1000%.
man. And it's a lot to being black in America, bro. We have a unique
Facts.
experience, bro.
Facts,
All
facts.
of us have different experiences, bro. Being black in America is a different experience from anywhere else in the world, man. So I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you telling your story. I appreciate you telling your story. I appreciate you telling your story. But let's get down to another topic.
Yes, sir.
So my question to the group is this: how to spot an op? And I'm gonna ask it in different phases of life,
know.
at different relationships.
Relax.
Like for instance,
Relax over there.
for instance, I had a homie back in the day. So I'm with. Oh man, in fact, I'm gonna go back to high school.
Okay.
So I'm with an old girl, and I'm petty, like I said. And what ended up happening was this: I ended up talking to other chicks, right? So my homeboy, we gonna call him. I ain't gonna say his real name. We gonna call him James.
James, okay.
James. She comes to me one day and she says, "Hey, I know you talking to this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl." I'm like, "Yo,
Is this Kim saying that or is that your girl?
no, that's my girl saying it." So I'm like, "How you know?" First of all, somebody very close to
So
me.
you haven't been coached up well.
Seriously, you have
Deny
to
everything.
stories
Deny,
like this.
deny,
No,
deny.
you, no.
You gotta learn
I
how to
never
play
told-
stupid, bro.
Bam, I played dumb. Bro,
What are you
talking about?
Bro, I played dumb as a box of rocks.
No, you were like, who
I
told
was
you?
like,
God
yo,
damn
I was like,
it.
yo, whoever told you this is lying. Like, I'm not with nobody. Like, I'm not doing nothing. She was like, no, I know you this, and this one of your homeboys.
Plausible.
So in my
deniability.
head, I'm like, I'm gonna beat this nigga up, bro. Who is it? She said, nah, I ain't gonna tell you. Are you doing this? I was like, nah. So what ended up happening was she was like, it's James. I was like, oh, it's James. You lying. That's the homie. You trying to get him between us. Like, what's going on? So she, I'll put him on 3-way.
Damn.
So I said,
Oh, three-way. Hold on one
Oh,
second.
three-way done
Hold
caught a
on.
lot of
Pause,
ops
bro.
up
Time out.
damn.
Three-way was the relationship killer.
Hey, listen, boy.
Boy, I done got caught on three-way at gang of times. But go ahead.
You can always tell
That's
somebody
the
calling
that's
you
the
three-way.
real op.
No,
They
man.
start asking
No,
you
that,
probing
when, bitches had the mute,
questions.
when they had the mute button,
Back
oh,
when
you
the
can't
phone-
tell.
Nigga,
Back
what?
when the phone, them touchstone phone, you can hear it click a little bit.
Nah,
Now,
man.
when you click beforehand,
Nah,
you can't hear
You
it.
can't hear it, bro.
You can't when it
Oh,
rings,
okay.
bro.
Stealth
And me,
mode.
I'm one of them niggas. I let it ring a little bit. I let it simmer a little bit before I pick up
Nah.
the phone, even though it's right there.
Nah.
I let
They
that
in
shit is
stealth
toxic
mode.
as fuck.
Boy, the three-way.
bro. So,
Three-way is toxic.
Woo.
nigga.
But go ahead.
so what
She
ended
said
up
call him
happening
three-way.
was this. So she said, I'm gonna put him on 3-way. He gonna air it out. I'm like, all right, let's see if he air it out. I'm like, not James, bro. It can't be. So we on 3-way, and what ended up happening was this. She smoothing him up. Hey, how's your day? Blah 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 blah. He's like, yeah, it's been cool. You know, just got out of football practice. We were teammates. So your teammates can be ops, but I digress. So what ended up
Boy,
happening
look.
was this. She said, so what were you telling me the other day about Jared talking to
That
blah,
nigga
blah,
should have
blah?
knew right then and there.
Yeah, he
Why
should
was
have.
gonna revisit
But he
the
let it loose.
conversation?
He let it
Because how
loose.
I
fam.
said-
Damn.
He let the chopper sing.
But hold on, because that sounds like dirty macking to me.
Fam.
on the
Because
low.
it is.
That sounds like
Facts.
dirty macking.
Bro,
Dirty
Hold
macking
Hold on,
is
real
definitely
quick.
ops.
We're gonna time out real quick. Please explain dirty macking
Please.
for the rest of the world.
So dirty macking, if anybody is unfamiliar, is when you as an individual is attempting to date or be involved with a young lady that your friend or associate is currently messing with. Now, in this case, in this story,
Bro,
it
we
sounds
homies, bro.
it sounds like it.
We homies.
It sounds very
bro.
clear like my man is trying to dirty mac and get his way into the pom pom.
Fam. And
Or-
and I think that's
or-
he didn't have
or-
a-
She
I think
corny
that's
for
a-
that.
He
She
didn't have a
corny as
shooter's
fuck.
chance,
I agree with
bro.
that.
He didn't have a
Any
shooter's
woman that's
chance.
able to accept a nigga dirty macking is a whack, lame ass motherfucker.
Or sometimes
bro.
it's not even a motherfucker that you know.
It's somebody you don't know.
It's somebody that you don't know, but you dirty macking them, trying to go ahead and put your bid in.
Wee, boy.
Nah, that's
But go
fact.
ahead, finish your story, sir.
So what ended up happening was this. He gets on the phone. He like, oh yeah, he was talking to such and such. He talking.
Oh,
he
that's a
doing this. He
whole
doing that.
ass nigga.
He doing this. And
That's
then
mad dirty, man.
here's where I said it's enough.
Did you fight him?
He was like, oh, we gonna get there. So here's where I said it's enough. He was like, oh, and I forgot to tell you. And
Oh,
as
my
soon
God.
as this dude said, I forgot to tell you because it was something new I was on. It was something new I was on. I was like, you not messing this one up. I was like, hey,
And he's not toxic.
Hey,
folks.
bro, chill, bro. I yelled so loud. And I was like, hey, bro, why you lying to my girl? But like every time he tried to say something, I'm yelling
God.
to make sure like he can't get anything out because I don't want him to mess this one
one
up.
up, yeah.
Not this one. Not
So the definition of dirty mac is someone that messes up the chances with your girl by portraying you as an unfaithful, dishonest, or womanizer to anyone.
a hand.
And sometimes it's not necessarily a betrayal. That's exactly who you are, but like just don't fucking dirty mac.
Yeah, but I mean the B part is that's true.
Yeah.
Dirty
Basically,
macking is never
identifying
cool.
you
bro.
in-
So
anyway undesirable.
the
That shit's
topic
crazy.
is how do you spot an op?
How do you spot him out? And the way I spotted him, but I should have known by him, is every time he get around my girl at the time, this nigga was
Start
laughing
performing.
hella hard.
Start
bro.
performing.
Hey,
Performance.
bro, hey, she ain't nowhere near funny, bro.
trait.
She ain't nowhere. If she
All
was
that
doing comedy
is a
night,
op
they'll be
trait.
throwing
All that-
tomatoes at her head, bro.
performance
She
is
ain't
the op
funny,
trait.
bro.
All that simping.
She ain't fun. Simping?
1000%.
All that simping shit is
1000.
definitely op shit. That's op behavior, bro.
I'll pay your rent.
So what's a trait from an op that you would say if they were your homies? How do you know that they're an op? That they've turned informant? That they work for the FBI?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of tell signs. I think one tell sign in particular, though, your girl will probably even give you a hint, but
Boy.
tell sign too, by even laughing at his shit a little bit too hard.
Yeah, they talking.
Because it's funny. It's funny how when you with your girl, like you not really that funny.
Oh, nigga, I'm hilarious to my girl, bro.
Well, I'm glad.
Nigga, he laughs
But
every
like
day.
when you not dating her, motherfucker, you
Oh, yeah,
you,
no,
just,
that's
you,
a fact.
you,
I
you
know what
grade
you
A
mean.
comedian. Yeah. She laughing at every joke you got. But when you dating her,
I am a
that shit
slide
is
the
not
nigga she
hilarious.
laughing at though.
It's hard not
exactly.
to
He's
laugh
like
at
you
my
laughing
shit.
too hard.
Bro.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
You don't
slide
laugh
you.
Well,
at
like,
me.
all right,
You ain't got no
so I
sense
want
of
you to
humor.
finish the story, but I have a question for you. But go ahead.
No, go ahead. I want to hear that.
So what if you around a nigga that's like genuinely funnier than you,
Hey, I'm cool with that.
and she like giggling
really?
at my jokes? You gonna be mad?
No,
Really?
I'm not mad
I'ma
at
slide
that. You
this
know
nigga.
the vibes, bro. You know the vibes.
And the motherfucker be like,
Hey, no, if the nigga funny, bro,
And nigga said,
I'ma
that
laugh.
shit- That shit wasn't that funny.
Right,
cuz.
right,
That
right,
shit wasn't that funny,
Right,
cuz.
you know, like, you was laughing a little bit too hard.
I'ma laugh.
Humor is the really bottom line of flirtation. Bro.
Absolutely.
Oh,
When
man.
you-
If
absolutely.
you flirt,
I didn't giggle my
if
way
you
into
make
a
a
gang
girl,
of
you make a
pussy.
girl giggle, you got her, bro. That's
Bro,
key
dead ass,
game.
bro. That,
Or you can friend zone yourself
that,
too, because you like
that
you
was
like
my
too funny.
game to my girl, bro.
That's
I made her
free
laugh the whole
game.
first date. She giggled so much she grew a 6-pack.
But if you see a nigga that's trying to make your girl laugh
I'ma
a little,
slide the
hey
nigga,
boy,
bro.
you trying a
I'ma
little too
slide
hard to
him,
make her
bro.
laugh. I ain't laughing
I'm a
because if I ain't
slider
laughing,
out
she
here,
ain't
bro.
laughing.
If she ain't laugh, see my girl. See, here's the thing. She
What if your
knows.
sense of humor is a little bit different?
Nah, fuck
Nah,
that,
hey.
nigga. Ain't no motherfucking sense of humor.
Petty level
Hey,
10.
maybe I am petty.
Petty
If
level
I
10.
ain't laughing, she ain't laughing.
All right,
motherfucker.
quick question.
You be like,
If she laugh, and I'm looking at her, why you laughing so hard at this?
Hey, quick
nigga?
question. When do you know your girl
Was
has
that funny
become
for
a
real?
op? When your girl become a op.
Oh,
The moment
man.
she run a Facebook,
The moment she
the moment she run to social media,
Nah.
run a social media.
running to social media.
Oh, running.
You know way before
oh,
then.
Running your motherfucking mouth.
Oh, okay.
You know, wait, you know.
I mean,
before
yeah,
then.
you know, I'm just saying that's one of the ways,
Okay.
you know, like motherfuckers just doing way too much.
Social media is definitely a big
Passive-aggressive.
avenue. Yeah, where you can be passive aggressive. I also think that another way is just like, kind of hiding shit from you. And also like maybe she might have a homeboy that she's cool with.
That she ain't telling you about.
She starts spitting that information to him. And now he knows more material
And that's the
about the
quickest
whole
way to the
relationship than you
poom
do.
poom.
Yeah.
Like he on his way to the
Yeah.
poom.
Wow.
But there's women that I didn't fuck or even tried to fuck, but I wanted a woman's perspective and I wanted some honesty. So I don't. And once again, this is. I say this because I never grew up with women. The most I learned about women was after me and my ex-wife separating, because she didn't want me to have any female friends. That's how controlling she was.
Toxic.
That's very
Very toxic. So that's how controlling she
Very
was.
jealous.
But then when I start to like understand, like, oh shit, women just like to fuck too, just because they fucking, you know what I'm saying?
They're
they fucking human
humans.
beings.
They're humans.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, they want to
They're
have
just
fun.
like
You know,
us.
they not on
They're
dirt. You know,
humans.
not everybody's like had this agenda. You know, and all these different things because I never grew up with a woman.
So you have no idea how women operate
Clueless.
at all.
Clueless. And so the most I had a fucking crash course in women from between like 2013 and up until now, where I'm still learning.
Still learning.
But
bro.
I had between that 3-year period after that, I'm like, wow.
You hear that?
mind
Before
blown.
you judge Jahari, he's still learning about women. He's still learning. So don't judge him. All right. I'm still
no,
learning.
so what I'm saying is like women physically, I know about you.
Nigga got a master's.
boy emotionally.
He got a master's in anatomy.
you know about
Yeah,
the
I mean,
blowing.
like, you gotta throw, you know what I'm saying? Give a nigga a hard pass. But how to spot an op? I'm gonna tell you, sometimes, man, you can spot an op by the company they keep.
Facts.
That's
Like
number one.
birds of a feather
Number one,
flock
if you see
together.
like, and niggas just got some hoe traits and they be doing like little hoe shit, not hoe like promiscuous,
I'm a slide.
but just like,
bro.
yeah, just like hoe shit, man. Just like, saying some slick shit or, always having a comment about something.
Bro, I'm a slider.
Yeah,
every
yeah,
time.
This
bro.
might be
God.
toxic though, bro. But I over complimenting me
It's
almost
too
feel
much,
like you
bro.
are out, bro. Like I could take a few
think so?
compliments,
Yes,
but
bro.
when you like,
That shit
hey,
is
boy, I'm trying to
disgusting.
get like you, boy,
That's
you,
disgusting,
like
bro.
to me, you automatically op in my head. Maybe that's toxic because I don't be trusting.
No,
people.
what it is,
I
if
think it
I don't
is,
trust
bro.
anybody.
I just don't
That's
if
trust
why-
you
niggas.
little bro yourself,
Like,
but
real
you
talk.
a op,
But
bro,
you a
to
level
me, bro.
6. You don't trust nobody, but you a
Nah,
level
I'm
6.
gonna tell you, man. Nah, I don't trust anybody. My circle is very small because I don't trust people.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I think like, what are you in it for? Like, why? Why me? I think I'm a cool
Hey, my
guy,
nigga
but I'm not that
questions
fucking cool.
Everything, though. You
Everything.
do question
Yeah.
everything.
That's what I do.
bro. Now,
'Cause I'm a
learning a
skeptic.
little bit more about you today, bro, I understand, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I didn't understand a lot of things, but now that you tell me about your past, and how you grew up, bro, I understand why you question
Deep inside, man, I'm
everything,
fucking
bro.
raging, bro.
He's a raging bull.
Hey, man, get it out, my nigga. This is what this is for, my
What,
brother.
you want me to fucking weep, nigga?
Yeah, nigga,
I
stop
ain't
crying,
I ain't
motherfucker.
cried in years.
Hey, bro,
You ain't cried in years?
Can I tell you something, like on some real shit?
I
Hey, get it out today.
Since 19
Said 19.
on some real shit.
The last time you
Bro,
cried
I
was at
cried
19?
too.
No.
I didn't
No,
cry
no,
today,
no.
but it's been a minute.
Since 1990, maybe 1989.
Fam, I was born
I've
in
cried.
90,
That's this
bro.
nigga's. That's
I'm
this nigga's
telling you,
problem.
bro.
This nigga needs.
I've
to cry.
cried. boy.
I've cried. I would love to cry.
Get it out,
This
man.
nigga needs.
The
to
most
cry.
times I cried, you know what I'm saying, I'm fucking with psilocybin and fucking mushrooms. I cried off a commercial because that shit was like,
Hey.
I was missing my dad, you know what I'm saying, some shit. But from that point to this point, I probably cried maybe like 5 times. And 4 out of 5 times I had to deal with my children because I missed them.
Yo,
You know what I mean? I
yeah,
just don't.
that's real.
But when I was a shorty, I was so sensitive. I used to cry when I fight. And we talked about that kind of like last time, the lost episode, which you motherfuckers will never see.
Patreon.
Right, pay us for the episode. But like, you know, so it's once we talk about emotional intelligence, I was forced as a kid with no brothers, no mother, to survive in South Central Los Angeles.
That's a tough
And you have to
place,
motherfucking
bro.
choke that shit down because that shit is looked at as weakness.
Shit,
I didn't
bro.
have an opportunity to express
Hey,
myself emotionally.
man, god damn it, bro. That
Hey,
shit kind of hit me.
So,
bro.
no, some real shit. So once again, until you prove yourself, everybody pretty much is a potential
I
op.
feel like
That's-
guilty to
that's
proven
tough.
innocent.
When's the last time you cried, Mike?
Bro, I cried with
Cried
that.
right before this podcast.
Nah, my nigga, I cried. Actually, I almost
Okay,
cried yesterday about, with this George Floyd shit.
Bro,
Oh, yeah,
and-
no.
Nigga, it's been tearing
my
me
God, we
up.
can do another hour on that shit.
Bro,
It's
when we
tough
about to
watch,
be
bro.
out this bitch, but I'm gonna say this: crying doesn't make you weak.
Not
It's
at
not.
all.
So
It releases,
understanding
bro.
there's so much strength in being weak that a lot of times we as men, we don't know how to be weak. We always got to
Control for me.
internalize.
It's a control, bro. I get it. I
But
get
it's
it.
okay to be out of control because being out of control is a derivative of being
I'm
in
scared
control.
of being out of
Absolutely.
control.
But understand though, but you will never be so out of control that you're out of control of everything in life that is making who you are. I don't think that'll ever cheapen who you are as a person or
Oh,
who
no,
you
not
are
at
as a
all.
character. But I know us as black men, we have to learn how to feel and emote because we only got so much time left.
But it's real shit though.
It's very true.
I
That's what I'm
grew
talking about, my
up.
emotions.
I grew
Yeah.
up seeing. I'm the oldest of 5, and we grew up in the '90s in a wild ass
Come on,
hood with a
bro.
wild ass daddy with wild ass church emotions.
Yeah.
He taught me, if nothing else, he taught me how to be emotional. Not being thin skinned, but being able to emote on the things that you're showing emotions to, i.e., anger.
Yeah.
Anger is not a bad emotion.
Yeah.
Everybody says anger is bad. No, don't be angry. It's the product of being angry that is bad.
If you're being demonstrative.
I think the other thing is also the other reason why a lot of men aren't emotional is because I've seen a lot of situations, and even on a personal aspect, right? I've been emotional to a woman, and she been like, "My nigga, why you acting so weak? Like, why you being so
Facts.
emotional?"
Man, you can't see that's dirty.
Facts.
But
That's
the
dirty,
crazy
man.
part about it is she'll be like, "I need you to be emotional to me, so that way I can feel your energy and
Yeah.
understand."
But they
what you,
want you to turn it
they
on.
want you to
turn
turn
it
it
off.
on, turn it off.
Nah, it don't work
It's
like
so
that.
weird, and that's toxic in and of itself.
Exactly. That's a reflection
So
of her
is it
own
toxic?
emotional
Is it
capacity.
toxic to make women earn that emotion from you?
Not at all.
I don't think so.
Because
at
that's
all.
where it is for me.
I think,
iron-
but I
iron
think
is a
that's
hard
a
word.
mistake.
Yeah,
I think
demonstrate-
to
you
really
gotta
talk
demonstrate-
about it, we got to have a woman in here to get their perspective.
I would
Man,
like
I agree.
women.
Women.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think at
because-
the same
to really
time, though, I
understand
think
that.
a lot of situations come about because the woman in and of itself, she wants you to be emotional. She wants you to be vulnerable with her. She wants you to give her your feelings, your emotions, your intentions, what situation that you come in that aspect. But unfortunately, a lot of women don't even know how to navigate that emotion in and of
Still
itself.
So, and what happened? What's actually crazy is when you run into a woman who ain't as emotional, who got those men characteristics when it comes to emotions, and you are the emotional.
Nigga,
one,
now
and
we
you
potting.
are the one that's always
These
in your
niggas is
feelings,
potting now.
and you are the motherfucker always bringing shit
Role
up.
reversal. I love it though.
Yeah, I love
But
it.
that's but I think that
Provided.
also goes into even her rearing and her upbringing,
Yeah, it
and
does.
because it
It
almost
does.
shifts, it changed directions a little
But
bit.
that's when I said that was
Now we
sometimes being
potting.
180 degrees out of what you may have saw it could be toxic
Being
as well.
black in
You're
America is
overcompensating.
complicated, bro.
You
It's
overcompensate.
being a black
But
man and a black
but
woman
look,
is
bro,
complicated.
we ain't
but
got
we
that
only
much
got a
time
few
left.
more minutes left. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go around the table and give the viewers some game. We're gonna give them some game. 30 seconds. How much time?
About 30.
About 30 seconds
30
a person. We're gonna give them some game and we're gonna wrap it up. Same.
Oh,
Whoever.
So what I'd say is really, ultimately, what we main focus on is that we love the black people here in Austin. We love the black people out in the world, U.S., all around the country. Our main focus and goal is to empower, promote, and motivate the black culture out here. So that's what we're trying to do. That's our main goal. So even if we get into the topic of toxic femininity, toxic masculinity, or even on the topic of our fathers, we want to talk about what we feel, what we care about, and what's important to us.
Amen. Jari.
That's what's up. I really don't got no game for y'all. I've been giving y'all game all
Hey,
motherfucking
fuck
episode.
this nigga, man.
I've been giving y'all motherfuckers game all episode. You rewind that
Funny, dog.
shit. You listen to it. And then we'll respond to that. Man.
Hey,
Go
real
ahead, Mike.
shit.
Hey man, toxic. The word itself has turned into one of the major social media constructs these days.
Catchphrase.
And so we got to understand what toxicity is over just labeling things because it's popular and it's a populist thing to fucking do. So if you like to fuck and you like to have sex, just do it.
We didn't get on sex positivity.
We didn't even really
We'll
get,
on
we
that
didn't
later.
really
We'll
hit
get on
to
it.
it.
Next podcast. Next
But
podcast.
understand,
Let's do that.
man, if you like to have sex and you like to have sex with different motherfuckers, it's not toxic. You're just expressing your sexual
I'm fucking with
needs.
you.
It's
I'm
nothing
in these
wrong with the
streets. Hey,
streets.
yo, look.
If you're honest with
I'm in
yourself
these
and you're
streets.
honest with your mates and you're honest with your energy, then the streets ain't that bad and it's not really that toxic. Understand that motherfucking a lot of our sexual expression has been mitigated.
1 hour.
And understand you got to work against the mitigation that ain't got nothing to do with you. Just live your life, man. Shit, get it out the way.
Now that's a fact. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, man. Whatever you're going through, whoever you are, wherever you from, hey, just let your light shine. Just let it shine. We only got a short time here on this planet. Do what you do.
And
Make
rock
it
out with your cock out.
rock out.
He says cock. That is so funny to you.
Cock is a great word, bro.
That's
We didn't even get to the
wild.
last question, the porn question.
We did.
Is,
We gonna- we
is,
gonna have to
is
come
porn
back.
toxic?
We're gonna have to
I
get
say
back to
hell
that
no.
one.
Porn
Hey,
toxic.
hey,
Lie.
hey, hey,
we'll
hey,
get back to
hey,
that.
hey,
We'll get back to that one.
hey, hold on.
I
I was
really-
watching some porn the other day. The whole step parent, dad, sister,
that
that
is
shit is
wild.
gross.
Bro, I haven't watched
don't like
porn
being
in
called
like 2
daddy?
years, bro.
I don't want to be.
I got
I don't want to
kids,
be like
man.
stepdad. Like, yeah, bitch, call me Poppy. You know what I'm saying? You know, get this fucking job.
Poppy. But that means daddy, literally.
Absolutely, yeah. You
So
run
you
that.
want
It just
Spanish
sounds
over
different.
English?
He
Yeah,
sound like a
it
white
sound
porn
different.
star. Get this cock.
Get some of this
Hey,
cock.
hey, they love it.
Hey,
All my
but
I've never
all
used
my-
but make sure
all
you-
my current and former lovers love it.
Hey, but make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. Waya Podcast, WAYA Podcast.
Who are you again?
That is Who Are You Again Podcast. We appreciate y'all.
dead ass.
Hey, support these niggas. They uglier than me, but you know what I'm saying? That's what's
all
up. I
good,
still
You
love
see
you.
man.
the curls and the light skin.
Oh my God!
Relax, my guy.
His best game is his
Activator?
Jordans.
Nah,
Wow.
never
The
that.
best part
bro.
about
Never
you.
that.
Hey, the best part about me
It's
is
that
me and
hot
my
beam,
draws. That's it. That's it. Me and my. Hey,
I ain't got no drawers on, ladies. You know what I'm saying? Free balling.
Whoa.
Commando.
Whoa.
You sitting with him on the couch, son. You need to check that.
Oh,
That's good, bro. No, he don't stick his balls out his goddamn face.
Hey, yo, once again, that's been the Who Are
Scary
You
movie
Again
is big.
podcast. Let your light shine. We love you.
We love
Hey,
y'all.
Have a
Hey, we
good
got
day.
big shit coming, boy. Stay tuned.
Stay
Big
tuned.
shit popping. Little things stopping.